that Bruce schooled Roy Hibbert in high school ball. I think.
Rome show.
That's what he goes with. I don't argue with Bruce. Bruce is like 9'8". Bruce is enormous. Who else?
Autobots.
I think that's it. I'm trying to think. Who else played ball? Alvy says Stu played softball.
Chew it!
I remember former major leaguer Morgan Ensberg and I talked about a gig for a while. He may have come by for a week or so. There's that. Ryan Garco and I talked about a job for a minute, but then he got a job managing. Let me think. Oh, no, I know who our best athlete is. It just hit me. Lorne. Lorne, the e-sport legend. Lorne's the GOAT. Look at him. Lorne wins. Who's more athletic than that guy? Lorne wins. Good question. All right, what else we got here? Austy54 asks, with all the sound drops at Alvin DeLauro has, what does his computer screen look like? That's up to Alvy. I don't know if he wants to show it to you. He will think about posting it after the show. Hey, Rome, when you drove the XR4 Ti back in the day, was it a 5-speed? If so, are you grinding out the gears in your current rig? Signed the March 85 issue of the Popular Mechanics, page 94. Was it a 5-speed? Something really weird about it. I have it in my head that it was a 3, but I don't think it was. My first car ever was a 67 Mustang, which was a 3-speed on the floor. Man, what a piece of crap that car was, too. I think that the Mercure was a 5-speed. I know it was turbo. I think it had some kick now. When it ran, when it was right. For the first 15,000 miles, man, that bitch was fast. I've had some fast cars. It wasn't fast as much as it was quick on a straight line. That car was quick. But then again, I'd never driven a turbo before. So I was feeling that power. Jimmy, did Alvy run that Matthew character when he started talking about the bathroom, or did you press the run button? I thought you didn't have one. It seems like there's a little funny business going on. Signed, Will in Portland. Wow, Will. Roasted. Boom. Roasted. You caught me, dude. I've lied all these years about not having a buzzer. Boom. Roasted. No, dude. I do not have the run buzzer. Why would I lie about that all these years? Alvy ran him because that dude came in here and tried to sneak in a bathroom beef on a Wednesday. Nothing fishy going on around here. No funny business. No. I do not have a run button. Alvin is the only one who can run anyone, which is why you sometimes see me looking at him like, hey, dude, are you going to run this guy or not? What the hell are you doing, Alvin? Alvin, are you awake? I don't have a run button, Alvin. You know that, right? You're the only one with a run button, Alvin. Do not be afraid to use it.
Wake up.
Come on, man. The show's going to hell, Alvin. How long? If he's bringing me down, he's bringing you down, Alvin.
Wake up.
We're all going to be out of a job and a career, Alvin. Feel free to hammer that guy. I don't have a run button. There's no funny business going on around here. It was the most standard run ever. How, Alvin, I don't know what the hell you're doing over there, but the guy was talking about his in-laws destroying his toilet. The most obvious run me ever. He's got it stamped on his forehead. Run me now. Run me now. I am about to get off a blast about my in-laws destroying my toilet. And Alvin's like, la-di-da. This guy's pretty funny. This guy's pretty cool. Oh, wait, what did he say? What did he say? Why is Jim looking at me like that? What did he say? Let's hear this again. Alvin, what took so long?
Christmas decorations that is now proliferating in my house. I mean, it's bad enough we got the in-laws clogging up the toilet with giant growlers. My goodness, there's every single trinket in my world you could imagine.
My man, here's the thing. 1,000, my guy. 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Alvin, the guy said, my in-laws, it's bad enough. My in-laws are here. They're clogging up my toilet with giant growlers.
It's bad enough we got the in-laws clogging up the toilet with giant growlers.
How was that not runnable? Then 10 seconds later, Alvin's like, oh, wait, whoa.
Giant growlers.
Thanks, Alvin. Like the guy's laughing because he knew. The guy was so pleased with the line. Hey, Rome, it's bad enough that my in-laws are here and they're clogging up my toilet with these giant. But he's still on the air. Alvin, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job because nobody can do what you do, but everybody could hit the run button. Anybody can do that. Any monkey could do that. Thank you. Drew in West LA, ATP. How did you get your career back on track after the disastrous Rit era? All right, so now Rit's getting strays. Now Rit's the guy. Now Rit's the target because Rit caught 1 stray yesterday. Come on, Drew, be better than that.
The reason I think it would be a terrible idea for the NFL team to hire Bill Belichick is the same reason I think it would be a bad idea for the Dan Patrick Show or the Dan Le Batard Show to hire your former sidekick, Rit. Rit was a disaster, just like Belichick's 25-39 record the last 4 seasons, the last of which was 4-13, would be a bad idea. He's outlived his usefulness as an NFL coach, and the proof is in the tape they would have of him coaching, just like the proof for radio shows would be in the tape they had of your show with Rit working on it. So that's my point. Thanks, and have a great day, Jim.
This dude. I mean, this dude just said it straight, too. Like, he deadpanned it. He meant it. You know what that'd be like, Rome? You can't hire Bill Belichick if you're North Carolina because that'd be like Dan Le Batard or Dan Patrick hiring your, quote, former sidekick, Rit.
This is not cool.
No, it's not cool. Rit's minding his own business, doing whatever it is he's doing right now, catching strays like that. I like Rit. I've always liked Rit. I always will like Rit. Rit's a good dude. To be fair, he was not, quote, my sidekick.
Thank you.
He was also not a disaster.
Damn right. That's how I roll.
Nah, man, get off of Rit. Keep Rit's name out your mouth. For the ones who get it done, Granger is offering supplies. I got your back, Rit.
Keep my name out your mouth.
Rit left here on very good terms. Rit's a good dude. For the ones who get it done, Granger offers supplies and solutions for every industry as well as access to product experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call or click Granger.com or stop on by. All right, there are your first 3 hours. My thanks to Notre Dame head football coach Marcus Freeman, Sam Amick from The Athletic. Coming up next, the After Hour with a special guest, Hall of Famer Charles Woodson. This is Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare and you want out, you need to get the facts. Wesley Financial Group and its founder, Chuck McDowell, have helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshares permanently, and he may be able to help you too. Call right now. Chuck will send you a timeshare exit information guide free explaining how your timeshare works and all your options for cancellation. You want to call Wesley Financial Group, 800-761-0000. That's 800-761-0000. Once again, 800-761-0000.
O'Reilly.
Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
Pirate fans, your East Carolina football team is bowling again. New head coach Blake Harrell leads the charge as the Pirates take on in-state rival North Carolina State in the Military Bowl Saturday, December 28th in Annapolis, Maryland. Priority matters, so Pirate Club members get your tickets by going to ECUPirates.com or by calling 1-800-DIAL-ECU. Kickoff between the Pirates and the Pack is set for 5:45. Get your tickets today.
How much America is in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive, and legs made of drones. Then add even more America. More America. More Loko USA. Tastes like freedom.
Here's a hint. At US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. US Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
There's no better time to shop Russell's in downtown Washington than right now. Don't let a cancellation or back order spoil your Christmas. I'm Rhonda Lyons, and I can assure you we have a store full of goodies to satisfy anyone on your list. If you can't decide on the perfect gift, just select a gift certificate for any amount you desire. This shopping is easy, and the signature gift wrap is free and beautiful. Remember, it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington.
The time is now to book your holiday fiestas at Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville. Chico's is the perfect place to get all your dear amigos together for some Mexican food and fun this holiday fiesta season. Call Chico's now to make a reservation for any large or small fiesta with all of your amigos. Also remember to put a smile on your amigos' faces this holiday season with the perfect gift, a Chico's gift card. Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Bring your favorite styles home for the holidays from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Make your home holiday ready. We have just what you need to spruce things up and add some sparkle this season. Surround yourself in comfort and style with holiday savings store-wide on Bassett, Lazy Boy, Serta, and more. Save up to 70% off closeouts, plus 6 months special financing. Gift yourself the perfect home this holiday season during Bostic Sugg Furniture's Home for the Holidays.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Well, I just think we were prepared. You know, one thing my trainer, he told me, he said, what did he say? He just told us to be prepared.
It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, John.
Don't give me that homer. You know, no.
Hey!
If I keep him any longer, I might get the gangrene.
My God!
Sports are great.
Man, do I love sports.
Man, do I love sports.
In my neighborhood, clip means something else.
It was a 2-question question.
I am football man!
No, it sounds like you're questioning me, and I'm telling you right now, it's the best pizza I've ever had.
I guess I'm going to go home and blow some smoke. I'm going to go log online and talk a bunch of crap.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. And you can watch the show, be a part of the show on Facebook Live and Pirate Radio TV. You can give us a question for ECU Athletics Director Jon Gilbert. He'll join us for a couple of segments here to start today's program. So we'll talk to the ECU AD. We'll talk to former Pirate QB Holton Ahlers. Former ECU reliever Danny Beal will join us during today's show. Also, award-winning anchor from WNCT Channel 9, Ken Waltlington, and Patrick Mason from the Daily Reflector. So we got a lot of guests to get to on this edition of Pirate Radio Live, and we'll open up the treasure chest. I want to go 3 times today. So let's go 1 time in hour 1, 1 in hour 2, 1 in hour 3, because we still have a ton of prizes to give away inside the treasure chest. We will make you a winner 3 times on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Got a packed house here today. Shirley Rhodes is here. Brett is back. What's up, Brett? J-Bone, Chandler, the big dog, Glenn Griffin. Ellerby's around here somewhere. Mark's here. And I am here with you as well. We will go ahead and get it rolling with the athletics director of East Carolina, Jon Gilbert, who joins us in studio on a Wednesday. Jon, welcome in. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Busy time, although I guess there's never really not a busy time for you in the world of college athletics. And
the week of 4th of July is not a busy time. Other than that, it pretty much stays busy.
Year round, pretty much, right? So good news, Pirate fans. We are going bowling. Military Bowl is the destination, East Carolina and NC State. Jon, can you give us any insight as to what Sunday was like? Because there were some people earlier in the week like, when are we going to find out? And I was like, just relax. We find out on that Sunday at the latest. We'll have it. But then it went on kind of into the afternoon. We were still waiting on our opponent. We thought we were there. Is State going to sign on? So what were those hours kind of afternoon on Sunday like?
Well, really, I'd back up weeks from that. As soon as we got bowl eligible at Tulsa, I started making calls like that Monday, talking to multiple people that run bowls and just wanting to make sure that, we're conveying where we want to go and the tickets that we'll sell and all those things. And so it really started then. I never really wavered from the Military Bowl throughout the week. Now, I think the delay in announcing really was who we were going to play.
Yeah.
But because the way things work on the AACN is the Military Bowl is the second pick. And so I knew who they were going to pick first, and then I knew that they wanted us as the AAC representative. So I always felt good about where we were going. It really was who were we going to play.
So talking to a current player, Alex Harper, his hope was to go to somewhere warm in the South. He said, although the Military Bowl, and I guess it's not the same for all bowl games, but he said, man, it's really well run and everything. Holton Ahlers said the same thing, even though he didn't get to play in that game. He is a fan of the bowl, but you have that, right, Jon? That some bowls are ran better than others, kind of maybe treat you, I don't know if that's a good word, but treat you better than others, but the Military Bowl sounds like one of those bowls.
Yeah, I've been, over my career, I've been to a lot of bowl games, and the Military Bowl is a really good bowl. They do treat you very well. Good opportunities for the players to see and do things. And then obviously we get to play in a venue that we're familiar with. So all good and excited about going.
Let's talk about tickets. If you're in the Pirate Club, you can get tickets through East Carolina. If you're not, you can get tickets, I guess, through the Military Bowl or secondary market. But how about since the announcement, Jon, how are ticket sales going as far as you know?
Tickets are going really well. Now, we're selling mostly premium space right now, suites. There's a bridge area that's kind of indoors that we're selling. We're getting ready to open it up to the public. But very pleased with where we are, and I think we'll have great representation at the game.
Is that the reason you wanted the Military Bowl, just because of its geography?
really the geography is really more for our fans.
Sure, yeah.
You know, like the ability for them to drive to the game. You know, when we played in Birmingham, you know, we had some loyal soldiers and fans that showed up, but, you know, there was some effort getting there. And so I do like the fact that the Military Bowl is close and people can get there by driving.
How about the money for these bowl games? Because, like, I've seen in the past, like, teams and schools lose money going to bowl games. So I guess my first question is, you know, who gets the money? Is it the schools, the conferences? How does that work?
Well, it goes to all the bowl money goes to the conference office, and then they disperse it. And really, I'd say your goal in the bowl game is to break even. And sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. You know, when you go to these things, you know, like going to the hotel, there's a reason the hotel is a sponsor of the bowl game. In return, you know, we have to guarantee, you know, I don't remember the exact amount, so don't hold me to this exact amount, but it's like 400 rooms over 4 nights that we have to guarantee them. Well, when you start adding that up and go 400 rooms times, you know, $225 a night, holy cow, like that's a lot of money. So your goal is to make sure you break even. The conference office gets the bowl distribution. They in turn send it to the schools, and then there's some things that we get, like all the ticket revenue for outside seats. We get to keep the first $100,000 in revenue.
Okay.
After that goes back to the conference office. So, like, if we sell $200,000 worth of tickets, we get to keep 100, and the conference gets to keep 100. So our goal is to break even.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe a dumb question, maybe a smart question. Do you kind of ever step back and say, you know, why are we doing this if it's not making money?
Well, we do a lot of things in athletics don't make money.
Yeah.
So if we had to go by that, we would have maybe 1 or 2 sports, and there would be a lot of things that we don't do if it is strictly on money. You know, I'd also I could make a compelling argument that our game, you know, with NC State will be one of the more viewed games outside of the CFP playoff.
Yeah, it's certainly an attractive matchup. Pirate fans are excited about it. Of course, we open up with NC State next season on the road in Raleigh, so you'll get them back-to-back, which is also very interesting. All right, so Blake Harrell is the full-time coach at East Carolina. John, would you like to announce who you had talks with other than Blake Harrell in that coaching search?
I would not like to announce that. We talked to a lot of people. I'm happy where we landed with Blake. Is that my phone ringing? I'm going to back up on the Military Bowl for a second.
Okay, yeah.
We do have the Pirate Club sold a bus up and back for $180. We filled the first bus. We're working on the second bus now. It's like you get a ticket to the game, you leave the day of the game, go up to Annapolis, get food on the bus, go to the game, and then they're going to come back right after the game.
Okay.
So it'll be a long day, but $180.
How do you?
You go to the Pirate Club website and sign up. We're working on Bus 2, so anybody interested in that, join. Back to Blake Harrell. You know, if you look at where we were when the change was made, and then, you know, how the end of the season played out, I felt like it was the right direction to go in for a variety of reasons. And look, I thought that keeping stability within the team and stability within the staff was really important. Now, I don't care who the coach is. You're going to have turnover.
Yeah.
Like, so we probably have had ballpark 17, 18 players that have gone in the portal. 3 or 4 of them have considerable playing time. The rest of them, you know, not considerable playing time.
Yeah.
So do we ever want to lose a player? We do not. But I'd also say that it doesn't matter who the coach is, based on the current climate and the structure of college football, we were going to have players go in the portal. So we lost Chase Soule, IBM, CJ Mims, and Zakai Barker. Obviously, we would want to keep all those players, but I also know based on Team Boneyard and where we are, we're going to be able to attract good players as well. And let's go back a year ago. We had the same thing happen. And so it is the nature of the beast that we live in. I look at schools across the country of who's going in the portal. It is the system is broken. It needs to be fixed. I can't imagine, we're all going into bowl games in the CFP, and the portal opened on the 9th. Can you imagine, in the NFL, Chase Daniels going, hey, I know we're going to the playoffs, but I'm going to the free agent market now before the playoffs start. The NFL would never let that happen. And so as we figure out how we're going to move forward, we do have to talk about what player acquisition and retention looks like. It has to change, or it's going to be a revolving door. But I did not make the move with Blake strictly on players. It was just a small fraction of it.
Yeah.
But I'd also say look at the number of really young players that we are retaining, and I do think have a bright future in a Pirate uniform, and that to me weighs the day.
And how about the trend today? Instead of the I'm entering the portal announcements, we're getting the I'm staying announcements from the Smiths, Anthony and Yannick, from J.D. Lampley earlier this week. So that seems to be the new trend, John, of, hey, I'm staying. And look, we get people on our show on YouTube or Facebook saying, I've seen it a couple of times, hey, why should I spend my money and my time on this bowl game if all the players are leaving? Well, A, all the players aren't leaving. We've had some guys enter the portal. But B, you got a lot of guys that are sticking around. And I think it's important to have those out there, too. If we're going to have the I'm leaving social media posts, let's have the I'm staying post so Pirate fans can see that.
Well, to put it in perspective, again, the number of guys that are leaving that have played significant minutes, we're talking about 4 guys out of 85. Of significant playing time. And, people don't really track it probably as well as, I live it every day. I think last year we brought in 42 new players, somewhere low 40s. That's a lot of players.
Yeah.
And so the new world of college athletics is you are basically building a new roster every year.
John, I've heard Jon Gilbert say it, heard Blake Harrell say it. I've heard everybody say it. We do need some change. We need some structure here with what happens with the portal and players coming and going. My question is, who's in charge? Is there anything you can do about it? Is it the school presidents? Who is it? Who could make that decision, John?
Well, I think once this House settlement gets finalized in the spring, I think you're going to start seeing some organizational structure that retention and acquisition of players, there'll be some safeguards in place. It's going to take a little bit of time to get there, but I do think we'll eventually get there.
Jon Gilbert joining us. If you have a question, we'll do some Q&A with John coming up from the listeners. But on Blake Harrell, I will say you did a good job of not kind of tying your hands at that press conference the day after Mike Houston was fired, and we were talking about, because we asked, is Blake Harrell, does he have an opportunity to be the coach? And you didn't put yourself in a box. You kind of left it open. So from that regard, I mean, on that day, were you thinking Blake Harrell could be the next coach? I mean, a lot happened in his favor from that day until you made that announcement,
No, I really wasn't. I didn't know, I said in my comments on Blake's press conference that I didn't anticipate that we would be there.
Right.
But I also did say with Blake, when he assumed that role, I don't know what the future holds. There has been no decision on what the future looks like. Like, we're going to live this thing kind of week to week.
Yeah.
And the benefit for you is, unlike any other potential candidate, you get to interview for the job every day. And so that means in the, running out on the field with the team and the game day coaching, but it also means a lot of behind the scenes stuff that no one else sees that were important, and I thought he handled in just a really good way.
Do you have any input? I'm sure at least you sign off, but Blake Harrell has to name, a defensive coordinator. There's also a huge strength and conditioning spot that appears to be open as well. How much opinion, how much input do you have in those?
Well, certainly I'll visit with them, talk to them, and then, talk to Blake about what the profile is, what he's looking for, and then kind of what I see from my chair. Ultimately, I do not hire or fire assistant coaches, and I just don't think that that's my role. But I do give input. Like I will, one of the things that I'll talk about is experience, what this person's bringing. What are the intangibles? I'll make sure, obviously, from a background standpoint, that there are no issues, and at the end of the day, it will be coach's hire.
The strength and conditioning position, is that a football job? Is that an ECU job? How does that one work?
It's a dual report position, so they report through administration and the football coach. They're essentially the head football strength trainer, but they're also run that unit.
Right.
So I will be more involved in that position.
Yeah. We'll take a break, but while we're on the topic of football coaches, why didn't you just hire Bill Belichick? Did you not want to read the 400-page manifesto?
I look forward to reading that.
Well, that's an interesting deal going on down the road.
He's a good football coach.
That he is. Does he want to get involved with all the drama? I don't know, but that is a story going on in Chapel Hill right now that we are following. We'll talk NIL, facility upgrades, if there's any of those coming, future of the college football playoff, and also football scheduling, season tickets, all the good stuff, and we'll ask some of your questions as well. We'll have another segment with Jon Gilbert when we return after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's the end of the year clearance at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on 264 in Washington. Drive a little, save a lot with savings up to $10,000 on Ram 1500 and 2500. Need a work truck for the new year? General Manager Kyle Gaines wants to make you a deal on a new work truck in December. Get $10,000 off Ram trucks right now. Also, a huge selection of pre-owned cars starting at $5,995. Merry Christmas from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 House Bloody Marys. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor. See you this week in Greenville.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose. 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find? Oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
Jimmy John's introduces the Smoked Cheddar Bourbon Club. Enjoy premium roast beef or turkey, crisp bacon, smoked cheddar cheese, and an all-new creamy sriracha bourbon sauce to take it up a notch. All on freshly baked French bread. This Smoked Cheddar Bourbon Club is here for a limited time, so get yours today in-store or on the app. Watch for Jimmy John's popular pickle chips coming soon and peppermint cookies in December. Jimmy John's on Fire Tower Road, Cotant Street, or Moy Boulevard in Greenville, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
Pirate Radio. We are the local station you love. Anytime, anywhere. On air and on digital. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. United Bank, safe, sound, secure since 1839. Now more than ever, trust is the foundation of any successful relationship. And with local bankers you know and trust, it's no wonder businesses and individuals throughout North Carolina continue to choose United Bank. Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Shirley, thank you for putting on a brave voice for the radio.
You got to love North Carolina weather. As I affectionately say, it's drunk about 99% of the time. And when you have cold weather, then warm weather, then rainy weather, it does a number on me.
A lot of what you got going around right now.
Oh, yeah.
But appreciate you soldiering through. We got Brett here, Big Dog, and the crew here. Jon Gilbert joining us inside the Pirate Radio studios as we are firing off questions to the ECU Athletics Director. We appreciate your time, John, joining us today. Let's talk NIL, and we ask you this every time you join us. I don't even know if we know what a good number would be, but are you pleased with where Team Boneyard is right now and the numbers?
Well, I am pleased with the group that we have managing it. You know, they do it. They're Pirate, donors, boosters, fans, and they're doing it for the love of ECU. They don't take it or keep any money for, operating expenses or their time. Everything that they take in, they pay out. So I'm eternally grateful for them. I do think that we are competitive in the NIL space. We can always have more. And the more money we have, the more opportunity we'll have, to fish in a different pond when it comes to retaining players and then going out and attracting them. So, in NIL, it is, I get a lot of people that tell me they don't like it.
Yeah.
But I also know, losing is the alternative, so we need to figure out how to be as competitive as we can in NIL.
What can you do on the athletics side? What are other schools doing that you might want to kind of copy that model as far as, hey, if you buy season tickets, part of it goes to NIL. If you buy this, it can, how do you incorporate athletics into NIL that can raise more money?
So what we've done so far, we started this in November. So any donation to Team Boneyard, you get extra priority points through the Pirate Club, and it actually has generated a lot of interest in NIL and Boneyard donations. Moving forward, if the House lawsuit gets finalized, we'll be in some sort of revenue sharing piece. Then at that point, we can, take athletic department funds and help revenue share with our student athletes.
Right. Yeah, that seems to be the next step. Any idea when that could be settled, John?
The everything we're reading, we think the judge will make a final ruling in April. So before next year, and so we're having meetings with a consulting firm that's helping us to navigate what that space is.
Just so I'm clear, and others are, if that goes through, the schools will then be allowed to pay the athletes.
Yeah, there'll be revenue sharing directly through them, and the way it works is, at the bigger schools, you're seeing the $22 million number. Obviously, that would not be the case for ECU, but you're basically taking your your ticket sale number, your multimedia rights number, your buy game number, and you're taking a percentage of that to pay or revenue share with your student athletes.
We'll get to some of your questions in a moment. Are there any? I'm seeing some questions about lighting in Dowdy Ficklin Stadium and things like that. Are there any facility upgrades in the future?
Well, we just added lights at soccer and softball. We're doing new turf at baseball and softball. So the apron turf at baseball and softball are both being done now. They'll be done, prior to the start of the season. So that will be new. Obviously, the indoor building, we hope to break ground this spring. I'm hoping and guessing it's going to be somewhere March, April, May is when we'll do that. And then obviously we've got to take the baseball project to the Board of Governors to get approved. And hopefully we would break ground on that sometime this summer, are the projects we're working on at this point.
And as far as the indoor, we're looking good on that.
All good.
Yeah.
Excited about, that'll kind of be the final piece for us in the football footprint. We'll need to, renovate new graphics and all those things from time to time, but actually brick and mortar, I don't see that, us having a big project on the horizon.
All right, John, as far as the college football playoff, the way it's set, I know a lot of folks don't like Power 4 and Group of 5, but it's kind of hard to talk about it without using those terms because it's the way it's set up. But the way it's set up now, it'll be the same for next year. After that, they're going to go back to the drawing board and have a new format. Will it be 12, 14, 16? I don't know. Well, I guess my question is, what can you do as an East Carolina athletics director, if anything, to make sure that Group of 5 has an automatic entry? That's the way it's set up right now. We hope that's the way it's set up in the future. What can you do to advocate for the East Carolina, Boise States of the world?
Well, number one, it is going to change in 26.
Yeah.
There's a new contract that everyone signed. You probably can pull it up online somewhere. And it essentially says that the Big Ten and the SEC will be the driving force on what the new CFP looks like in 26.
Okay.
And so my guess is, based on what happened this year, it is probably going to expand. I don't know what that number will be, 14, 16, whatever. I think there will be modifications to it. I do think that the Group of 5 schools will always have a entryway into it.
Okay.
So I do feel good about that.
As far as could you, and again, I guess we're speculating unless you know something I don't, do you think the way the buys are set up will change with, Boise getting a bye this year with Arizona State, Clemson not receiving that bye? Do you think that format will change?
I think all of that will change in 26.
Yeah, it'll look different.
I think it will look different, and they'll have 2 years of data to tweak what that looks like. But I would anticipate some change then.
And so all we know right now that if ECU goes 12-0, they'll make a playoff next year. Maybe even 11-1, we can sneak in. But it's set up right now for next year the same way as this year. We just got to win, John, and we'll get in.
Well, you bring a good point, because like I hear a lot about scheduling, and it's this double-edged sword. I feel like there's a segment of our fan base, they want us to play, a P4 game every week. They want tougher non-conference scheduling. But if you look at the ultimate goal is to get in the playoff, you need to win definitely 10, 11 games to get in the playoff as the G5 representative. So, look, I'm all for playing, good teams. We schedule Michigan, we schedule BYU, we've scheduled Clemson, we've got others that are coming. But at the end of the day, you don't want to overschedule. There is a balance, because you can look up and go, hey, you're a really good team, but you've got 4 losses. You're not the G5 representative.
I agree with that, but I will say that if we can't beat App State or Liberty, we might as well schedule a Power 5, Power 4 team. I know that's an argument, but I mean, I like and the way it's set up. You've got State, BYU. We got a great schedule next year, non-conference, and in the future we have some of those.
Yeah, but I also look at it too, like this clip. Like, true, we can beat schools like that and should beat schools like that. We're more resourced than App. We should beat them. We're not more resourced than Liberty. Like, they have more NIL money than we do. So, when you start looking at certain schools, next year we're going to open the season with State and play BYU. That BYU game should have been on the schedule this past year, but got moved because of their move to the Big 12. Well, when you look at the differential in what State and BYU have in NIL compared to us, it is, I don't love playing 2 of those, just to be candid.
Noah says 12-0 looks good until you get blown out in the playoffs. Dude, I'll take 12-0 in a playoff spot right now. What are you talking? You're complaining about a hypothetical blowout in the playoffs? Let's get there and see what happens before we complain about it.
The good thing is, like, I go back and look, we do have a pathway there. And
sure.
And I firmly believe that we should be competing for conference championships, and every couple of years, depending on how the roster hits, we should be competing for a playoff spot. I believe that. I think that is certainly attainable where we are.
John, who's going to win the championship this year? We've got one undefeated team in Oregon, and the way college football is going, I don't think it ends with an undefeated team. So you kind of said the same during a break. You said, give me one of the favorites and maybe somebody else that shouldn't be there at the end.
When I was at Alabama one year, we went 14-0, and we beat Texas in the national championship. And if you look back on that schedule, we had a game or two that we were darn lucky to win. We actually played Tennessee that year, and it was a very down year for Tennessee. I think they were, 7-5, something like that. And we blocked a field goal with no time on the clock to win the game. If they get the field goal off, we would have won the game. It was that razor thin. So going 14-0 is really, really difficult.
Yeah, Oregon trying to do that, but should be some exciting football coming up. All right, we'll get to – let me ask you about season tickets. Where were we last year, John, and what is the goal for this upcoming season, next season?
This past year we were in that 15,000 neighborhood. If we can stay in that same neighborhood, I think that we will be really good. I saw a graphic today where – I think Fresno was the largest by just a couple thousand in total attendance in the G5, and then ECU was second. I think we're at 37 something. If we can continue to maintain that, it is an advantage when you put recruits in the stands and they see the number of people, and we have a passionate fan base. We are very fortunate to have what we have.
We'll get to some of your questions. A few minutes left with Jon Gilbert. Jon, got a lot of calls and questions about concessions at the last home game. Part of that, maybe more people showed up than you anticipated. That's always a tough game to get to, but people were excited about the win streak and taking on Navy, but had people complaining about concessions. We've had those before, but what happened that day? What are you doing to try to improve that moving forward?
Well, certainly we heard, some complaints, and anytime that happens, it is unacceptable, and, we address it with the concessionaire. Those non-traditional dates and times can be hard. We rely on so many part-time employees to run our events, parking, ticket takers, concessions, and they can tell you, hey, we're going to have X number of people here tomorrow to work the game. Great. That's exactly what we need. Here's the crowd we're anticipating. And, occasionally they'll call and say, or show up in the morning and go, hey, we're down, 20, 30 people, whatever. And so you have to adjust. That happened when I worked at big schools. It's not acceptable. I'm not making excuses, because nothing irritates me more than to, walk through the concourse and you see people waiting in line. That's not what they came, to the game for. And so we've got to continue to refine and make it easier, when we know that we're short-staffed, that people can still get certain items in a quick manner.
All right, we'll get to some of your questions, and Jon kind of talked about this earlier. He said, did you have any indication before the portal opened that we were going to lose this many players, especially on the defensive side? And I'll kind of go back to because I thought said there would be stability if Blake Harrell was hired. And there, I don't know if stability is even a word you can use in college athletics these days, but were you surprised about the number of entries into the portal, or did you anticipate it?
Well, again, I'd go back to my earlier. I would say we've lost 4 or 5 players out of 18 that play. So 5 players out of an 85-man roster. I would say, based on what's going on at other schools, I would say that's relatively stable. Now, could we have another one tomorrow or after the bowl game? Absolutely, we could. But again, that is the world we live in. I was not making my decision on Blake based on a few players. It was certainly a factor from the roster standpoint, but obviously we have a lot of players that are staying to be a part of the Pirates next year, which is encouraging.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of guys that see the writing on the wall and say, okay, maybe my opportunity to play is better elsewhere than it is at East Carolina. So you've got those, just like you have the handful of guys who are looking to move up, quote unquote. Also, once again, while we have viewers here on the Blake Harrell, so a lot of people have said, oh, these guys that advocated for Blake and wanted him hired are now leaving. Well, they want the best for Blake Harrell. They like Blake Harrell. Like I said, if we just had a new hire here, Jarrett, our intern, did an awesome job. We advocated for him, and he's now working at Pirate Radio. If I'm offered 6 figures to go to another station, I'd probably take it, Jon, to help out my family at home.
Not probably. You would take it.
I would take it, and I will still like Jared and glad that I got him on board here at Pirate Radio. My point is, these guys that are leaving love Blake Harrell, but also have their own to look out for,
I see our Tampa Pirate wants to know why we don't schedule in football and basketball. So since I've been here, we've scheduled Michigan, BYU, Clemson is on the schedule. We've got another P4 coming. Basketball, we did a 3-game series with South Carolina. We played Florida on a neutral site, basketball-wise. And we probably have another good one coming that our fans will be excited about next year. No ink dry on the contract, but they'll be pleased. So I'm not sure what he's looking at.
Okay. I have a request/question. Can we get yourself, Tim Pernetti, can we do like an AAC A10 challenge or something? Can we get something cooking up?
Yeah, we actually have been talking about that for a long time. And it's like any marriage or partnership. You have to have the other side that's willing to do it. And so we have talked about that a long time, and I think it's warranted. I just want to make sure that it is with a conference that is competitive. I don't I don't want to go down and do a challenge.
I think 8-10 would be perfect.
Yeah, they would be perfect, but getting it done.
Yeah.
We are certainly interested in that and improving our basketball product.
All right. Been asked about Chris Johnson. Been seeing Chris be more vocal here lately. Any thoughts of getting him involved, or any big time former players?
Look, I think it is really important for former players to come around the program and be a part of the program. I encourage it. We welcome it. Come to practice, start developing relationships with these players. I think that part is really important.
Jon Gilbert joining us. Let's see if we have any more from our listeners here to be asked. Mufasa or Sonic 3? You have any input on that, John?
No input.
All right, he's going to skip that one. Oh, thank you for giving us a great soundbite we can use. Shirley, let me ask computer Jon Gilbert, do you have any thoughts on Mufasa or Sonic 3?
None.
Thank you. All right. What are the chances the Saints beat the Commanders this weekend, John?
None.
There you go. We use that quite a bit, John. I like that. All right. What's your message, John, to the Pirate Nation as we sit here end of the year, heading into another calendar year, but in the midst of basketball season, men's and women's, also got baseball on the horizon, softball. So what's your message to Pirate Nation?
Well, I think we've had a really good fall. You look at soccer winning the AAC championship, volleyball, third place finish, regular season in the league, highest finish to date.
Postseason again.
Postseason bowl game for football. Pirate Club donations, investments by our donors are just they continue to amaze me about how invested they are in the Pirates. So a lot of good things going on. Excited about this football program moving forward. Need people to continue to invest in NIL so we can go attract the best talent. And I tell people all the time, I know you're a basketball guy, if ECU, if we want to have a NCAA tournament team, we can go buy that if we want to. And so the more investments we have in NIL to attract the best players, the better off we're going to be.
Pirates got North Alabama at Minges tonight, 7 o'clock, as Pirates trying to get back on track after 2 straight losses. Just a rough shooting effort against South Carolina. I expect a big one from RJ tonight. I think he's going to have a big one tonight.
I went to North Alabama shoot around right at the end. Their coach Tony Pujol and I used to work together at Alabama.
Okay.
And so as soon as we were coming out of the gym, RJ was coming in to, get some shots up on his own. So he's a special player. He's a Pirate, and look forward to watching him and the rest of the team play tonight at 7.
Absolutely. John, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Go Pirates.
All right, there is ECU Athletics Director Jon Gilbert. Shirley, let's make somebody a winner right now. Let's open it up, 317-1250, because we still have a lot of prizes to give away out of the Pirate Radio Treasure Chest. We've had a number of winners, and your name could be added to the list if you are caller 12 right now. 317-1250. We'll have our winner when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
This holiday season, get ready to glow like never before. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa invites you to experience the magic of self-care with treatments that enhance your natural beauty. From Botox to filler, skincare, and more, this is your time to shine. And starting Monday, December 2nd, we're kicking off our 12 days of Christmas. Each day will feature a new opportunity to save on your favorite services and products. But don't wait. These deals are only available for one day. Stop by Beauty Bar Medi-Spa at 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville, or visit beautybarmedispa.com. Your glow up awaits at Beauty Beauty Bar MediSpa, your holiday beauty destination.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
This holiday season, give the gift of comfort and adventure at Fleet Feet in Greenville. Whether you're running through the snow or just strolling through the mall, they've got the perfect shoes and gear for everyone on your list. Stop by and choose from top brands like Brooks, Hoka, and Asics. From cozy socks to performance running shoes, Fleet Feet has everything you need to keep you moving all year long. Stop by Fleet Feet in Greenville at 207 East Arlington Boulevard and unwrap the perfect gift for the runner in your life, or treat yourself. Merry Christmas and happy running from Fleet Feet, where the season's best are just a step away.
When you're working outdoors, unpredictability is the norm. So tackle your toughest jobs with the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700. This rugged side-by-side brings power to any party with reliable torque for towing and smooth shifting for the trails. And you can choose between 3 trims: Standard, Deluxe, or the True Timber Forest Edition. Get greater capability. See the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700 today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, close side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
I'm Sam Jones, and as a 4th-generation barbecue man, family is everything. Let our Take-A-Bake meal be a part of your family's holiday family tradition this year, with whole smoked turkey breast, mac and cheese, baked beans, green bean casserole, muffins, barbecue sauce, and of course, pecan pie. Go to samjonesbarbecue.com to reserve yours today. Great barbecue and family always makes for long-lasting family traditions.
Happy holidays, folks. This is Captain Bo Brooks from Pirate Waters Outfitter, 108 North Market Street, downtown Washington, where we have gifts for everyone, including Turtle Box, Smithy Cast Ironware, AFCO Marshware, and Bubba Blade products. We also are a fully functional fly shop, and we carry Grundon's offshore foul weather gear. Come see us this holiday season and get the gift for the one you love in Washington, North Carolina.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
G'day, this is Luke Larson, punter for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tub Thumpers Beverage House, located at 623 Red Banks Road in Arlington Village, is your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. Tub Thumpers is your place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Tub Thumpers, where your next favorite drink is waiting. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Thanks to Jon Gilbert joining us for the majority of hour number 1. And the Suit now joins us here. Chandler Honeycutt. Hey, Suit.
Hey, what's up?
You all right?
What?
Should I touch you?
Yeah, probably not.
A little stuffy?
A little stuffy.
You and Cheryl's?
Yeah, I asked her this morning. It was funny. I texted her and I said, hey, do you mind bringing some cold and flu medicine?
Okay.
And she said, are you sick too? Because same. And
Y'all didn't
said,
wake
yes.
up together or nothing, did you?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Just trying to start a little pirate radio drama around here. Shirley is the station mom. She has a medicine cabinet.
She does.
Just like you do at home, and you go to Mama Shirley and say, Shirley, do you have this? And she usually does.
And as soon as she got into the office this morning, she said, all right, come here. I got what you need.
I said, come to the medicine cabinet. And because I asked him, I said, I was like, what are your symptoms?
I might need another shot of that cold and flu.
Yeah. I'm going to be right behind you on that one.
All right. We'll take a shot together.
Okay.
Cheers.
I'm feeling a little self-conscious. Y'all's voices are getting deeper than mine. I don't like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, trust me when I say this goes without saying that, I can't exactly help this. So.
All right. We have a winner on the line, do we not?
Yes, we do.
We do. And that winner is Nick Odom on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. What's up, Nick?
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Any relation to Lamar or Dave?
Or Barry?
No, not that I know of.
All right, fair enough. Nick, where are you from?
I'm from Greenville.
All right, where were you born here?
Yeah, born and raised here in Greenville.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Rose.
Where'd you go to elementary school?
Elmhurst and Christ Covenant.
All right, there you go. He's got all the answers for us here. You a Pirate fan, Nick?
I've been a Pirate fan as long as I can remember.
What's the favorite ECU game you've ever attended?
As far as football, one that sticks out to me is conference championship in Dowdy.
Yeah.
Back to win that. And then basketball would be when we beat State here in Greenville.
I was lucky enough to be there. That was a fun night when Coach Mack and Sam Hennett and company knocked off NC State. All right, Nick, we will tell you what. Can Shirley and Chandler, I don't want to get the two sick people to do it. Maybe Jarrett, can somebody run down the prizes that we have left? Because I need to go grab a sheet real quick.
I'll do it.
All right. We'll get Chon and Jarrett on the prize countdown. Chandler, you get it started?
Yeah, you ready? Ready, Jarrett? All right, here we go. What we have left is a 6-piece belt and buckle set, included in the Jolly Roger from Anson Belts.
$100 gift card from Bad Daddy's Burger Bar.
Aiden Golf Course prize pack and Farm Bureau apparel from Brandon Manning.
Michelob Ultra golf bag from Carolina Eagle.
$100 gift card from Chico's.
A gift basket and gift card from Cooper's Cup Coffee.
An iPad from Copy Pro.
$100 gift card from Cucinella's Pizza.
4 basketball tickets and parking pass and some T-shirt swag from David Price Construction.
$100 gift card to Down on Main Street.
10 game ticket pack and hat from Down East Bird Dogs.
$100 gift card to Holistic Company.
$100 gift card to Jersey Mike's.
$100 gift card to Jimmy John's.
Teeth whitening kit valued at $450 thanks to Michaels and Gateway.
$100 gift card to Emporium.
A kayak rental package for 2 from River Vibes.
$100 gift card to Russell's of Washington.
A framed autographed Parker Bird first at bat picture. Thank you to Shenandoah Graphics.
$100 gift card and apparel to Tiebreakers.
Multiple gift cards and a gift basket from Tim Sawyer.
And a prize pack and gift card from UBE.
All right, Nick. Anything tickling your fancy?
What's tickling you?
They all sound great to me, but I would like that iPad.
Okay. Oh, he's gunning for the iPad. Hey, we gave the chest over to Brett.
Hey, Brett, what's in the chest?
Hey, Brett, pick us out a number there, Brett.
All right.
What you got?
Number 3, a $100 gift card to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar.
My goodness gracious.
Nick, you are the bad daddy of the month. What do you think?
That sounds great. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man. We will let you know how you can redeem your prize, but congratulations, Nick. Thanks for listening, man, and have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you guys as well.
All right. There is Nick Odom, our winner today of the $100 gift card to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar.
Man, the bacon cheeseburger on steroids, phenomenal. You can build your own burger there. They have new smash burgers. They also have different things other than burgers there, but their burgers are just absolutely phenomenal there at Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, right off of Greenville Boulevard.
How do you feel about that? Like, a lot of people are keeping out A-Rod and Sosa and those guys out of the Hall of Fame. Do you think a burger should be on steroids? Like, does it bother you?
Oh, man. I think PEDs in the restaurant biz is fine.
It's okay if it's food?
Yeah.
All right. Chandler will allow it. Go get the bacon cheeseburger on steroids.
The Smash Bros. Smash Burger.
Todd said, Clip, remind Shirley that she didn't call me. Were you supposed to call Todd?
Or what about
Shirley says
Mark?
she wasn't supposed to call you. I think Mark might call you.
Mark. You just got to call Todd.
Todd wants his dang burrito, and he wants it now.
And I don't blame you, Todd.
Yeah, man.
I had it the other day, the carne asada bowl.
Noah said the bacon queso at Bad Daddy's is so good. All right. Jamie says Brett showed up 2 days in a row, still riding that Soto high. Yes, he is. Austin said, great interview with Gilbert, Clip. Asks the hard questions. Thanks, Austin.
You're one tough son of a gun.
I said, hey, John, I got a tough one for you. I asked him who else he...
a tougher team.
I asked him who else
I had the tougher questions.
He interviewed during the process, but he wouldn't give me any names.
That was the hard...
I really thought he was going to give me some names, but he did not.
What if he said Bill Belichick?
I would have been like... I don't believe you.
He probably just didn't feel like reading that $400 or the 400-page book.
If you get Bill, you get Steven.
That's right. He didn't want Steven.
He didn't want Steven.
He wanted Bill. Or maybe he only wanted Steven and didn't want Bill.
Should ask that.
What is up with the weather, dude?
I don't know. I was actually about to go to Bad Daddy's myself to give my man Romond a gift, and I don't know. I might wait this one out.
Look at this. We got leaves blowing everywhere. Looks like the day after tomorrow out there.
Hey, we really needed this, man.
Shout out to the farmers.
Well, we really needed this rain.
Shout out. Oh, man.
God bless you. God bless.
Shout out to Randolph. He's in the chat.
What's up, Randolph?
Just returned from chemo. Hope you're doing all right, Randolph.
Come by and see us sometime, buddy, if you're feeling well.
Graham said, did you ask him how much we wasted on a search agency this time? I did not, Graham. I apologize. Maybe next time I'll ask him that. Also, Shane said, Clip, with the firing, how did John go about talking with other candidates mid-season? Were there retired coaches considered? So, I mean, yeah.
You asked the question.
Yeah, who he had talked to, but of course, he wasn't going to give any names on that. All right, let's take a break. Hour 2. I've got a couple of recorded interviews to get to with, hey, and they're videoed this time. Thanks to Jarrett. And thanks to Holton, who knows what he's doing. So we'll have those interviews with Ken Waltlington and Holton Ahlers. P. Mace will join us. Danny Beal's dropping by at some time. And stay tuned. We're opening up the treasure chest 2 more times on today's show. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
It's back. The annual Pirate Radio Holiday Treasure Chest is back. The chest is loaded with fabulous prizes from our fantastic sponsors. Tune into Pirate Radio Live weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. and you could win this.
A $100 gift card to Emporium or a 6-piece belt and buckle set including the Jolly Roger from Anson Belts.
It's going to be a December to remember on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Pirate fans, your East Carolina football team is bowling again. New head coach Blake Harrell leads the charge as the Pirates take on in-state rival North Carolina State in the Military Bowl Saturday, December 28th in Annapolis, Maryland. Priority matters, so Pirate Club members get your tickets by going to ECUPirates.com or by calling 1-800-DIAL-ECU. Kickoff between the Pirates and the Pack is set for 5:45. Get your tickets today.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure. North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at kyrasfloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Wyatt Lunsford-Shankman, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need to visit University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 2. We'll check in with you a little more as we move on, but I need to get to one of these interviews because K-Dub, Ken Waltlington, got the bump. He got the Jon Gilbert bump. So we had K-Dub come in here earlier today and record with me in Studio C. So you'll be able to watch this interview and hear it on the radio, myself and Ken Waltlington from a few hours ago.
Joining us
Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, WNCT Channel 9's award-winning anchor, Ken Waltlington, is here, multi-time award winner. Hello, Ken.
I appreciate it. It sounds weird every time you say that, but I appreciate it, Cliff.
Weird but true.
Yeah, I reckon.
What a life we live. Ken, a lot going on. Where to begin? Let's begin with Bill Belichick.
What's happening with that? I hadn't heard anything lately. Is there something going on this week?
I still don't fully know what's happening with that.
Does anyone?
But the way it sounds, so when it first came out, I thought, okay, what is the something's off here. Like, is he good friends with Bubba Cunningham, and Bubba is saying, hey, Bill, can you just pretend like you're interested so it sounds like this job's a big deal. That was really my first thought.
Yeah.
And then there was no, Bill Belichick really wants to get back into coaching, but it seems like we've uncovered that what he wants to do is find a nice landing place for his son.
Yeah.
And
who's the current defensive coordinator at the University of Washington.
I had no idea he had gone to college. I know he was with Bill Belichick forever in New England and he coached. But yeah, this year he has been at Washington, so he's in the college game. And now, and I haven't looked at it much today, but I know the latest I saw, Belichick said, yeah, I will take the job. Here's 400 pages of documents that you also need to agree to for me to take this job. So where are we right now on this?
It's been a lot of back and forth and he said, she said type stuff. But as of about 1 o'clock this afternoon, there has been an emergency meeting of the Board of Trustees at UNC Chapel Hill called. And everyone thinks, that means it's a done deal. It's Bill Belichick. Well, come to find out, we're not really sure why this meeting's being called. And it might be to elevate the interim women's soccer coach who just won the national championship a couple days ago to the full-time head coach. And it might just be for football and not football.
Okay.
TBD.
All right. So we're still... what are your thoughts on Belichick coaching college football in 2024?
You remember back when Mike Houston got fired and he had me on the show, well, who's your pick to lead ECU? I was like, it's got to be Belichick or Saban. Yeah, just clear joke. Nobody thought Belichick or Saban's going to coach college football now or in the future. Well, dang if Carolina didn't try and go and do it.
Let's go for it.
So what do you have to lose? Carolina hasn't won a conference championship since 1980. What were you doing in 1980?
Nothing.
You weren't born yet,
Not
right?
existing.
Exactly. It's been a long time. And has Carolina had relevancy? Sure. They were top 10 just last season, number 3 pick in the NFL draft. So they've been, kind of knocking on the door like, hey, we want to play. Well, here's a chance for you to become a player.
Well, I'm sure you've heard
or
it, kid.
It goes to crap and you start all over, which, they do every 5 or 6 years anyway.
You've heard the sleeping giant term with them
all
for
the time, forever.
30 years now, 30 plus years. So that giant is not awoken yet. Who knows if it will.
Nice on a day like today, nice little snooze.
Of course, my other thought at the beginning was, can Bill Belichick connect with these kids and then everything? And then you see pictures of his girlfriend.
Yeah, you see
like,
that.
Okay.
Everybody's sharing that. I think he can recruit the young talent.
Yeah. But with the NIL, I guess it's more like pro football than it's ever been.
Yeah.
So
and
maybe
supposedly
he can figure it out.
Supposedly in this 400-page Bible, they're calling it, he's got, the coaches are going to coach, and then there's this other part of the staff is going to do all the NIL and the recruiting. And, I mean, ideally, he's got it laid out to a T and to what he thinks can be successful at the FBS Power 4 level.
I am, if nothing else, intrigued.
They've
got their names in the headlines.
I mean, it's been ESPN.com, first take the last couple of mornings. It's been, they're talking about Carolina football in December. That doesn't happen often. So it's for the university, for our state as a whole, it's good publicity, right?
We'll get to see.
We'll see.
Yeah, those David Glenn and those folks asking Bill Belichick questions and him not answering it will be fantastic.
I got a better one. Imagine Carolina press conference. Tar Heels lose on a late blunder. Josh Graham steps to the mic to ask Bill Belichick a question. I can't wait. God love you, Josh, but I can't wait.
I was going to bring him up, but I didn't want to say his name. I thought he might appear.
Show up in the empty chair over here.
I'm not answering that question. I'm not answering that question from that guy.
We're moving on to Virginia Tech.
So that is out there. I'll ask Jon Gilbert today. Should he have tried to hire Bill Belichick?
Yeah, did you just not like the 400-page, guide, and you just decided to go in a different direction?
Could change our. We'll do our in-state coach rankings, coach hires when that comes out.
I mean,
in a few weeks.
I'll still take Blake.
Blake Harrell and the Pirates will be taking on NC State. They'll have to leave the state to do it. Head north a little bit. To Annapolis, Maryland, but what's your take on that, Ken?
I still have PTSD from the Military Bowl 3 years ago, where I drove up 95 in the middle of all that Northern Virginia, Maryland traffic. I pull into the parking lot of, what's it called, Marine Corps Navy Memorial Stadium, and I get the call that the game, ECU
you were
Boston
one
College
of the many
is off.
that happened to?
Literally pulling in the parking lot of the stadium. And they're not playing. What?
Holton Ahlers told me earlier today he was going, and that made me nervous because last time he tried to go there and be a part of the game,
but then he did get a bowl game the next year, and that worked out really well. So let's hope it's more like that.
What an interesting trend here, Ken, of players instead of saying thank you, God's plan. With that being said, I'm leaving. Yeah. Now we're starting to see posts of I'm staying. It's that's the new trend.
But
going
you know
on.
what? I don't know if a lot of those on the ECU side today have been tweeted out, and the graphic all kind of similar.
Yeah.
Is that a conscious effort by the program to say, hey,
so.
like if you're staying, let's let people know, let's drum up some excitement.
Absolutely.
Because the portal can be discouraging if you're losing superstars and key pieces to your team. So if you're going to keep some guys, hey, let's drum up that excitement. Oh, our guys are staying, these guys are staying. Oh, we're going to be solid.
And look, I've seen a lot of on Pirate Radio Live and on other posts. Why should we had a few of them yesterday. Why should I spend money to go to this bowl game when all the players are leaving? Well, hey, all the players aren't leaving.
Nope.
But I get your discouragement. So, yeah, like you said, this might be hey, let's show folks that we're going to have a team. We do have Pirates that are bought in. And we literally bought these guys to keep them here. Let's put some good news out there.
Put some good news out there. And also when guys opt out of the bowl game or they put themselves in the portal, it's a chance for some of the younger guys who you may not have heard of, but they've been working their butt off all season long to try to earn their spot and get some reps. And here's a chance for maybe the future of the program to step up. And you start hearing some names, maybe a couple years ago during the bowl game, some guys play and you're like, I never heard of this guy before. He's pretty good. Then the next year, a key piece of the team. So maybe that's another case that's going to happen this year. So I still love bowl games. I think they're awesome. It's at 40 and 14 days or what's the thing? It starts this weekend. It's already here.
40 bowls in 14 days, Ken, brought to you by Tub Thumpers Beverage House. Now, this is something you may be into. 623 Red Banks Road in Arlington Village. It's your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. Tub Thumpers, your place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Tub Thumpers, where your next favorite drink is waiting. So, Ken, you go in, you pick what you want, get you a variety, go home and watch these great bowl games.
And this will not come as a surprise. I've been, checked them out. Pretty cool spot. Got some local beer there, and keep it local.
Keep it local. Keep it fresh.
And it's right by my house, so it's convenient. Come on. I'm all about convenience.
All right. Well, Ken will be heading there Friday, December 20th and Monday, December 23rd when he's watching MAC bowl games.
I love some MAC.
Ken, I've got 2 MAC games for you to pick right now.
Hopefully it's Bowling Green and Toledo.
It's not.
Okay, cool.
It is the Cure Bowl.
Those are the only 2 I know about.
Well, I'm sure you've seen some Bobcats of Ohio action in your
conference
your past.
champs, yeah.
They take on Jacksonville State, who was also in a conference championship and who won a conference championship.
Conference USA.
So this is a championship matchup.
You got to love it. It's a playing game for the playoff, right? No, not how that works.
Ohio, Jacksonville State. Who you got, Ken?
I'm going to go with the Bobcats.
All right.
From Athens, Ohio.
ECU beat Ohio in the bowl game. Do you remember what former Major League Baseball player's son was starting at quarterback for Ohio? And I don't even remember the kid's name, but I know his dad was Mickey Tettleton. Oh. It was the Tettleton kid starting for Ohio when they lost to East Carolina. All right, we've also got, my team, Fresno State, in the Potato Bowl taking on Northern Illinois, the Huskies.
And listen, this might be one of the Huskies' last games as a member of MACtion because there's more traction for Northern Illinois.
That brings me no satisfaction.
Which, if we can keep this going all day, Northern Illinois, which, as you can tell, is located in
the northern part
of Illinois, which is in the Midwest. In talks to join the Mountain West as a football-only member.
So they do have West
yeah,
in their name. Oh, so this could be a conference matchup
in the
few
future.
years.
Exactly. Well, who are they playing?
Northern Illinois, Fresno State.
Well, Fresno's moving to the Pac-12.
Ah, son of a gun.
It's just never ending.
Wait, how many teams is the Pac-12 going to have?
Right now, they have 7.
I love it.
So they need. Well, they have 8 if you count Gonzaga. Gonzaga doesn't have football, so they need one more football playing member to become the Pac-12 8.
If the old Pac-8, which was the Pac-10, I think Gonzaga should get a football team, and I bet they could.
I
be
think
winning.
UNCW should get a football team, but it ain't happening.
Yeah.
I think Gonzaga's got a little more money than Wilmington now.
You got the Huskies or the Bulldogs in the Potato Bowl.
I've actually covered a game at the Potato Bowl way back in 2008, 2009.
You covered a Potato Bowl?
Yeah, Bowling Green played. I should remember this. Bowling Green played somebody. They won.
Jared, can you look up the Potato Bowl history? I gotta know.
I think they won, actually.
Who Bowling
All these
Green
games
was playing.
I've been to a lot of random Bowling Green, Toledo, Maction games over the years.
But
I was definitely in Boise, Idaho, right around Christmas.
I think
And it was cold.
Are you just stalling because you're scared?
I
to
got
pick
Northern
it?
Illinois. Dagnabbit. They played Idaho in Idaho. Yeah.
Idaho no longer in the FBS.
That's correct. That's correct.
Boy, it was a great game.
They lost, right? Yeah.
It was the best player you saw at Bowling Green.
Freddie Barnes was a wide receiver on that team. Really good wide receiver. Played a little bit in the NFL. I'm sure I'm leaving somebody out, but Freddie Barnes was good.
Ken, you follow ACC basketball.
I do.
Were you surprised at the SEC's dominance last week?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a lot of good teams. I mean, without a doubt.
I said
I didn't think it would be 14-2.
Yeah, 2 or so years ago, it really caught my attention. Like this, the SEC is not just playing sports in the fall. They're
doing it
because they brought in some really big time coaches.
Yep.
And it has led to some big time programs. And now you've got, because I was an Arkansas fan when they had Must Bus, and that thing derailed. That bus went off the road big time last
it's
year.
in the ditch.
Calipari goes there.
Yeah.
Mark Pope,
Which is wild.
at Kentucky now. Like they've maintained, Bruce Pearl, what he's doing at Auburn, which was one of the teams that lost actually last week. Lost to Duke.
Yep.
But yeah, they've got a great collection of coaches and some really good teams down there.
I think the ACC's really they got a long, hard look in the mirror. Besides Duke, how many of those teams are going to make the tournament? And right now, I couldn't tell you more than Duke.
Yeah,
because I'm very skeptical in North Carolina.
Kevin Keats will be on the hot seat and win the tournament again and go back. And...
I don't think Clemson's pretty good. I take my buddy Brad Brownell from the UNCW days. Clemson's in the top 20. They had a big win over Kentucky.
Yeah.
So maybe Clemson's that team that they made the Elite Eight last year, so it shouldn't come as a surprise. They got a couple of key pieces back, so maybe Clemson's a team that you can put in that upper echelon with Duke, but. Yeah, Carolina is just 5-4 on the season. Struggled to beat Georgia Tech the other night, and we've seen what they've done against top-tier teams this year in Alabama, Auburn, and Kansas.
Although I'm interested to see how many losses will the. Here's one for you too, Jared. I'll look it up. Don't worry, it might be tough to find. What is the most number of losses a champion has ever had, like a basketball champion, like that Villanova team that upset Georgetown or whatever? But I think the champion this year, Ken, could have
Double
7
digits.
to 8 to 10 losses or something.
Yeah, that Villanova team back was at 85.
Yeah.
They didn't play as many games back then.
True,
So
yeah.
they might have had 8 losses, which seemed like a lot then. Today, 8 losses. Well, you might have that by the start of February. And in North Carolina's case, they really might.
But it feels like there's no powerhouse this year, right? But I mean, there's some good teams, but
And everybody, saw UConn over Thanksgiving week lose 3 straight games in 3
in a
days.
row, yeah.
Well, they're done. Are they?
No.
You
they'll be
never
all right.
know. They got a pretty good coach who's done it back to back. They had some key pieces kind of banged up a little bit. They'll get it going. They always do. Auburn does look good, but as you mentioned, they lost to Duke last week. Duke, young, inexperienced, but getting better minute by minute.
Would you take a flyer on Duke to win the championship? Taking out personal biases?
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. But they're good, and super talented.
Yeah,
super talented. Still, jury's out on John Shire if he can take them to that level. But boy, he's been recruiting his butt off. So you get enough talent, eventually the pieces will, you think fall into place.
ECU in action against North Alabama tonight.
North Alabama, that's in Huntsville.
Okay.
Like Northern Illinois. I know it is in Northern Alabama.
Do you know their mascot, their nickname?
They're purple.
I didn't know until yesterday. That's the only thing I knew about
The
them.
Royals, maybe? No.
Close, kind of. They are the Lions, which is royalty of the jungle.
Exactly.
If I remember correctly. Go see Mufasa.
Yes, that's in theaters now.
Not a sponsor, but I'm a big Lion King guy. You got anything, Jared? Oh, okay. He's just browsing his internet. He's efforting. Ken, let's go NFL.
All right.
Commanders back in action this weekend.
I tell you what, last weekend was so stress free. I'm just watching games, enjoying life.
It
Didn't have to worry about the Commanders. Didn't have to worry about anybody getting hurt. I'm just watching football. It was nice.
It felt very different to me because in years past I've enjoyed bye weeks because our team stinks and it's fun to pick on other teams. But I missed that. Now that we have a halfway decent team, I miss watching our guys. So
I don't know if you saw the bad news though.
Okay, what's the bad news?
Noah Brown potentially out for the
Noah
season.
Moore.
Yeah,
Noah Brown.
Noah Moore.
Is Marshawn Lattimore ever going to play?
Yeah, let's hope. I haven't seen any update on him.
It's got to be this week against his old team because this whole thing is rigged and a setup. So they're going to sit him out
It's
until
WWE.
They go to New Orleans to play him.
He has a pick six to seal the game.
Yeah, that's how it's got to be. Are we going to see Spencer Rattler this weekend? Is he the quarterback for the Saints?
It's either him or Jake Hayner.
Oh, and they picked up Ben DiNucci.
Oh boy,
we could get Ben DiNucci and DeVito starting in the same week. Are we ready for this?
Is Washington really going to lose to this team?
Commanders a pretty sizable favorite last time I looked. I want to say it was around a touchdown. So
speaking of favorites, did you see the Carolina Panthers?
Yeah,
are the favorites for the first time since the inaugural season. Not true, but for the first time in like over 2 years
since
right?
they played at Clemson Memorial Stadium. Not only did I see that, Ken, I saw that and was able to give that news to Brian Bailey and Brian Meador.
It
gave me so
it.
much satisfaction. Meador actually went head in hands and said, "Oh my God, this is where we are as a franchise."
I did the same thing. You know, Bailey was out of town last week. You know, nice destination wedding for his stepson and all that stuff. So the first time I saw him when he got back into town, I was like, "Hey man, how's it going? You see the Cowboys are underdogs?" Like right off the bat, I couldn't help it.
Ken met him at the airport.
Yeah, with the sign, "Y'all suck."
The sign said Panthers -1.5. Oh man! And the boys did lose on Monday Night Football.
Did you watch the alternate Simpsons broadcast?
So we were at Sports Trivia at the Buck. Come out and see us one Monday night, Ken.
Zach tried to talk me into it.
On the projector, we had the actual game. On the side TV, had the Simpsons broadcast. And I got to say, my old brain is just amazed at what technology can do now.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Sure, it was a little delayed from the actual game, but I mean, I don't know how they did it, but it was cool. I couldn't watch the whole thing that way, but I watched a good portion, maybe the whole second quarter that way. And I was like, this is pretty sweet.
And if you're watching Bengals Cowboys, it's a comedy in itself. So you might as well throw in one of the best animated comedies.
And who would have thought
time.
we'd be saying that after, you know, how successful those two franchises have been the last couple of years?
True. Yeah. The Bengals, I was going to say it's a head scratcher, but they just can't stop anybody defensively. They are unreal on offense. We saw that when they played Washington.
Yep.
It was just
that
up
was
and down the field.
Jaden Daniels kind of coming out games like, we might have a guy.
And luckily we scored enough because Burrow to Chase kept happening.
It kept happening, and it's still happening.
I'm still saying Justin Jefferson's the best receiver in the NFL, but man, if Jamar Chase ain't just about automatic when he takes the field, he's tough. Jarrett, best animated comedy of all time is what? Okay. I mean, that's well, you can't or it. What about South Park?
South Park.
Yeah, gotcha there. You go South Park?
I go South Park. I just remember, this dates me because I'm old, but when it first came out in 97, I believe. And it was just such a phenomenon.
Yeah, I was in high school then.
And you waited every week till I guess it was like Wednesday night at 10 or whenever it came on. And you just had to see what they were going to do next. And it was incredible.
I guess.
And it's still going. And if I happen to catch a new, like, I don't make it, appointment TV to catch all the new episodes, but if I happen to see one, I was like, it's still pretty funny.
I have not watched a South Park episode in a decade plus, but I watch when they come out with something on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, one of those special
specials.
movies.
I
or
have
something.
watched those,
Yeah.
and it's still. I mean, it's funny.
It's funny.
Like Randy Marsh is one of the great characters of TV history. Just what this guy does.
I used to do a good Eric Cartman too. Like I'm not can't strip. I can't do it right now. But I don't want to yell into the microphone. But I used to do a really good one where it would make people turn their heads. Like, oh, is that? Do you actually do that for real? Yeah, I'm on the show.
Ken's impressions are bad. Okay. I guess I gotta give the Simpsons, like they did it. Simpsons did it is a famous phrase. Like, since they are the OGs, do they get credit for being the best all time? But I mean, Family Guy is awesome too. Like, if you could throw on, like, if you could watch one, what would you throw a random episode of on? I would probably go Family Guy.
Yeah.
So it's a good battle.
It's a good bingeable one. It's a good one to have in the background while you're doing stuff, where it'll get your attention every now and then, and it's always a good one-liner or a good quip that'll make you laugh.
Man, I was so upset one year. My mom would not let me get the Simpsons like CD because Bart said Lisa keeps playing that damn saxophone. It had like one cuss word in it.
Do the
like,
Bartman or whatever it was.
Yeah, do the Bartman. Mom, I'm still upset about that. So this year for Christmas, I want the Simpsons CD, please, or cassette tape.
I'm gonna go find it for you.
All right, thank you. Ken Waltlington joining us. Let's see. Anything else to chat about, Ken? High school football.
Yeah, we're coming down to the end. We got the East Regional Finals this week. Only two local-ish teams are still in it. Tarboro, I think it's their 8th or 9th straight time playing in the East Regional Final. They'll be back at home taking on Wilson Prep. So kind of a little, not a rivalry, but two teams within close proximity. And then Jacksonville.
The Cards.
Oh, my goodness. I covered that game last week down at Havelock. Cards led the game 7-0, 5 seconds into the game. Havelock fumbles the opening kickoff. Jacksonville scored, jumped on it and scored 5 seconds in. 2 minutes later, they're up 14-0. And then Havelock scores like 28 straight to go up 28-21. Started the third quarter, Jacksonville's Damon Juju.
Who could be playing for Bill Belichick?
Who could be playing for Bill Belichick next season. 3 touchdowns on Jacksonville's first 3 plays from scrimmage in the second half. 200 and some yards, just like that ball game. So they'll go on the road, play undefeated 71st team in Fayetteville, which
knocked off Rose,
beat
right?
Rose last week. So that's a pretty good team, but those are our last 2 Eastern North Carolina teams standing.
Good stuff. We had a treasure chest winner that teaches at Farmville Central, and talked about their basketball team off to a good start. So kind of switch into basketball mode here soon.
I think I saw Jags lost last night on the road in Bladen County.
Okay.
I think I saw that on the Twitter, on X. But, it's early in the season. We're figuring out lineups. You're figuring out, how you're going to stack up for the season. And, I love basketball, though.
Ken, we will try to get you in here one more time next week before we're off for
the holidays.
For the holidays. So appreciate you joining us today.
Appreciate you as always.
In our plush Studio C.
I like it. Can I take this with me?
Sure.
Let's look good in our studio, I'll tell you what.
Thank
The
you,
award-winning
Ken.
Ken Waltlington joining us on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Shirley, let's keep the winning going. I want to name another winner, and I want Danny Beal to pull out the prize for our winner, because PB is joining us.
You betcha.
Wearing his Gore-Tex today.
Walked outside, it's a hurricane.
A hurricane, I tell you.
It's windy.
317-1250. Caller 12 is a winner. 317-1250. We'll have our winner. We'll have DB. We'll have Patrick Mason when we return. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry. Dentistry.
How much America's in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive, and legs made of drones. Then add even more America. More America. More America. Four Loko USA. Tastes like freedom.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's bow time. 'Tis the season for food and family, but thanks to Bojangles, you don't have to spend hours in the kitchen when loved ones come home for the holidays. Set down the spatula and put away the mixing bowls, because this holiday season, Bojangles is ready to help you celebrate with all your family favorites like Chicken Supreme, Cajun Filet Biscuits, or a big bow box of hand-breaded chicken, scratch-made biscuits, and fixins for the whole family. We'll make the food so you can focus on making memories. Head to Bojangles and gift yourself a taste of home. It's bow time.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Pirate Radio.
They'll never forget the eccentric pirate Bonnet and his savage, insane, vengeful pirate horde. See, he's a pirate, a real proper pirate.
A proper pirate.
That man is a fearsome pirate if I've ever seen one. Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely a pirate.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Auto World is under new ownership. It is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. And you can get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and a proud supporter of the Pirates. And America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Let's keep the holiday season of giving going and open up the treasure chest once again. We have our winner, and I recognize the name that Shirley gave me because yesterday this guy tweeted me and said, my call summary since day one of the treasure chest, caller 4, caller 7, caller 8, caller 10, and is this Justin? He tweeted that yesterday. Well, he tried again today, and he got in, and his name is Kevin Ainge. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Kevin, you are living proof that hard work and just keeping at it pays off. So congratulations.
Thanks. Kevin! Actually, yes, I got caller 7, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to get it. And then, so I hung up. I went to go call again, but I called my daughter on accident. So I hung up on her. I'm sorry.
Priorities.
Well, maybe you can give her this gift you win out of the treasure chest. So
yeah, maybe.
To make up for it. We got Danny Beal and Patrick Mason here. You guys have any questions for Kevin? You want to know anything about him? Hey, well, Patrick, I don't want to steal. I had a super related question, but would you like to ask?
I just wonder if it was on speed dial or if you had to dial the number every time.
Good question. Well, redial.
It's redial. I'm just constantly like hitting send.
Yeah. What's your favorite soup, Kevin?
Probably have to go, vegetable beef.
Interesting.
Good call. All right, so Danny Beal just went 7 2/3. You got to pull him out, and you can bring in one pitcher to get that final out of the inning all time. Who are you bringing in?
All time.
Doesn't have to be well, if you're an ECU baseball fan, give me one Pirate and then give me one MLBer.
Okay. I'll go Agnos from shortstop.
Oh, coming in from short to get the out.
He's staying at my house right now.
I like that.
I think Cliff coming out with about 5 gloves in his arms and finish it off. So.
All right. How about MLB? Take your time.
Great radio.
Stuff.
You got a lot to choose from, brother.
I know.
Danny, you want to help him out? Who would you pick?
I mean, you could do. I mean, today I would pick Clase, but
how about in the past? Who's your favorite closer all time?
I mean, I don't like to say it, but Mariano's pretty cool. I don't know.
I'm going roided up Eric Gagne.
Dirtiest hat in the game.
Yes, literally.
All right, Kevin, where are you from?
I live in Greensboro.
Greensboro.
Nice.
Okay.
My neck of the woods.
I was here about 2 years ago. So.
Good deal. All right, Kevin, you ever won the treasure chest before?
I have. I think I've won it twice.
Nice. All right, multi-time winner. We ran through what's left earlier. Let's run through who has won real quick. Erica Bowen won the $100 gift card to Fifth Street Hardware. Nick Odom just won a $100 gift card to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Tommy Cook got a 2-night stay in the Beaufort Hotel. Jeff Dover, a $1,000 value prize pack from Big Rock Power Sports, including a Polaris cooler. Carrie Brown got the $200 gift card to Bostic Sugg Furniture. Sean Jenkins won a Keaton Mitchell jersey and gift cards from the Buccaneer Music Hall. Brad Woodard won the beer pong table prize pack and natural light cooler from Carolina Eagle. Josh Aldridge won the Mick Ultra paddleboard from Carolina Eagle. Todd Garris, a $100 gift card to Dank Burrito. Justin Hammond won the $100 gift card to Fleet Feet. Susan Deans got the IMAX ticket prize pack and popcorn bucket from Golden Ticket Cinemas. Steve Hill got a one-night stay and a gift card to the 8th Floor Restaurant from the Hilton Garden Inn downtown Greenville. Tom Heath won the Kairos Salt Therapy $100 gift card. John Moody got the $100 gift card to Overtime Tavern. Steve Hill won the Smithy Cast Iron Skillet from Pirate Waters Outfitters. And Paul Quinn got $100 cash from Sparky Snowballs. And Danny, you going to do the honors here? Let's pull out a number and find out what.
See what we got.
Kevin Ainge is going to win.
We got number 18. We have for you a $100 gift card from Down on Main Street.
Down on Main Street.
Nice.
Kevin, you can go to beautiful downtown Washington and hit up Down on Main Street. Danny, you've been.
Great. Yeah, we signed autographs there last year, and we signed some shirts, and it's a great food, great service, so you'll enjoy that.
I understand Jacob Jenkins Coward went back like 7 more times after that, so he's a big fan of Down on Main Street. Sure. All right, Kevin, congratulations, man, and we'll get up with you and tell you how you can redeem your prize.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, man. There is Kevin Ainge joining the list of winners in the 2024 Pirate Radio Treasure Chest. P. Mace, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. What about you?
Doing good. Doing better than the Bears. That's what I tell folks.
Yeah, it's not hard to do, though. I mean, let's be real. They are bad.
They are not good.
No.
Got hammered by the Niners this past week.
And I thought that was their...
Chicago!
I thought that was going to be their only win left on the schedule. And I was like, maybe they get that new coach bounce. Maybe they can take advantage of a depleted Niners. Nope.
Can you take Bill Belichick off the coach wish list?
Yeah, I guess so, right?
I don't know. Is that...
how official is that? Very official?
Very not official.
Very not?
I've been keeping up with it, and it's like they still got to meet to confirm this.
There's a lot of issues.
The whole list is just his list of demands. So
well, they're on page 362 of his
manifesto. I just don't get, like, there's a lot of people saying, oh, here we go, Belichick in Carolina, when there's not anything from anybody saying that except for inside Tar Heel.
Taylor Vippolis.
Yeah. You really are an old man. You're talking about, I guess, Inside Carolina, the
Inside
website?
Dern Chapel Hill.
Inside Tar Heel.
I don't know. Like,
yeah, I'm with you.
I believe it when I see Adam Schefter or somebody say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that move personally. For Belichick and UNC, that's a good marriage, I think. I mean, let the man do his thing over there. Like, what's going on right now that you want to cling to at UNC?
Well, it sounds like the marriage is going to come down to custody, and North Carolina is going to gain custody of Bill's son because he wants Steve to be the coach in waiting, I guess.
That was one of my initial questions was like, is he going to go like Josh McDaniels OC, like Bill O'Brien offensive analyst, like Joe Judge, pro staff essentially?
Well, Bill O'Brien's already got a head job.
Who's to say he wouldn't just be like CBC?
Vrabel joins him.
Could you imagine? It's really just New England Patriots South.
I would love Josh McDaniels to live in the same state as me.
Could you? Yeah.
Wait, why?
Not for good reasons.
What are you gonna do?
Hate mail.
You can't say this on the radio.
So like
What? Then I can't send him a letter? Be like, hey pal, what's the deal?
Well, Jared, to be fair, you can mail him a letter anywhere in the United States.
But I wouldn't have to use as many stamps if he lived in the same state.
Very financially conscious.
And also, I would get Carolina season tickets just to throw eggs at Josh McDaniels.
There you go, man.
What if he's in the booth? You'll have to throw him against
Me and Glenn talked about this earlier.
window.
I'll get the ticket wherever he is.
Or one of those T-shirt cannons and just launch eggs up at the window.
You ever thought maybe it wasn't his fault? It was just the fact that you had a really bad team?
Wait, well, he's done it twice.
Well, we made the playoffs the year prior.
What do you mean?
He went to Denver and sucked.
Yeah, well.
And then went to Vegas,
We
Oakland.
made the playoffs and then got Devontae Adams, so it was kind of not high expectations, but
yeah, I guess.
Don't go 6-11.
I have a lot of love for that guy.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. You won a lot with him, but as a head coach, he has failed twice.
Well, he also saw the writing on the wall when he took the Colts job, and then like 18 hours later, he was like, actually, never mind, I'm good, and then came back to the Patriots. Remember that?
So you're giving him props for that?
So he was smart one of 3 times. Wow.
Yeah, well, you'll have that. At least he wasn't done with me. He was with you, though.
Josh McDaniels to the Bears?
No, thank you. No. Please, no.
Put that in your soup and eat it.
Yeah.
Patrick,
right in the garbage.
How do you feel about a trip to Annapolis? Did you make it the first time?
Yeah. I went up there, and I think I found out, like, as I was pulling in, that there was no game.
Yeah.
So I went to the hotel that the players were staying at and just talked to a few of them and got some sort of story, but that was a huge wasted trip.
Are you excited to go again?
I don't know about excited, but I'm going to go.
Annapolis is sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of fun. And DC's right there, so that's always a good time. But
what do you do in Annapolis there, DB?
I mean, there's I don't even know, I guess, what you would call it. I guess you could call it like a harbor town, but there's like a little village almost towards the water where they have a bunch of shops, restaurants, all this stuff. The weather's obviously going to be cold because it's late December, but like it's a great environment. I have, family friends that live probably 45 minutes from there, and we always go down there and hang out all the time. And the stadium's cool. It's a good environment. It's going to be a good game, clearly, because of the teams and the fans. So it'll be interesting.
You like the matchup, Patrick?
I do. I mean, at least it's a couple local-ish teams, and I think the fans will be into it. But I don't know.
You don't sound too jazzed about it.
No, I mean,
you wanted to go somewhere different, I guess.
I guess so. I don't know.
Are you okay?
More so,
you just sound down in general.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, I don't know. No, it's just the whole bowl game, especially without the transfer portal opening, and it just takes away from everything. Like if you're not in those 12 teams, I feel like everyone's just kind of throwing in the towel for this thing.
I'm kind of I don't know if excited. I'm interested in, hey, do we get to see some guys we haven't seen this year that are redshirting? They get to play maybe that. I don't know. Let's see a little taste of next year, maybe.
If that's your thought, then yeah, for sure, you can be excited about that.
We play them in Raleigh next year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's at NC State. It is kind of cool. You play them back to back in a way. Just kind of see here's the end of whatever this season was, and here's the beginning of whatever this is going to be against the same team.
Just beat them twice.
Yeah.
We need to take a break. We'll do 40 bowls in 14 days. I kind of want to hear Blink-182 again, but if anybody has any requests on the 40 bowls in 14 days.
Have Danny and Patrick heard a little scary?
I don't think so.
I'm good, though, but I do have one thing to say because I have to
Are you leaving?
I have to head out, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gavin Williams' episode of the Danny Beal Show drops tomorrow morning. Obviously, be on the lookout for it. It's going to be great. Also, QC Kinetics Partners will host a fundraising event for Joy Soup Kitchen and Community Center featuring ECU football legend David Garrard today. From 5:30 to 7:30. During the event, fans will have the opportunity to meet David Garrard, get autographs, and take photos. And in return, QC Kinetics is requesting donations to support the Joy Soup Kitchen and Community Center. Donations of $250 or greater will receive a free introductory plasma treatment from QC Kinetics, which, in case you guys didn't know, it's a $1,000 value of that. Again, it's Wednesday, today, December 11th, 5:30 to 7:30 at QC Kinetics, which is 1103B Corporate Drive, Greenville, North Carolina, 27858. Also, be on the lookout for the Danny Beal Show dropping tomorrow morning with Big Gavin Williams. Should be a great episode. Obviously, he's very, very well known around here. ECU Hall of Famer and a great pitcher and a great conversation.
ECU Hall of Famer?
Will be.
Okay, breaking news. I'll co-sign on that. The Guardian himself, Gavin Williams, on the Danny Beal Show. Thank you, DB.
That's right, guys.
See you, buddy. We'll take a break, come back. P-Mace, 40 bowls in 14 days, and more after this.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-650 557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
'Tis the season. It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Holiday cheer is here along with our biggest sale of the year. The unbeatable Black Friday markdowns are ones you don't want to miss. With the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC, you'll find exceptional deals on tons of brands including Springfield, Benelli, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Sig Sauer, Bergara, Henry, Beretta, Ruger, Glock, Federal, Hornady, Winchester, and the list goes on. Come find the perfect gift at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership. Savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Pirate Radio.
You kind of look like a pirate with that thing on your shoulder.
A pirate? Oh, cool. You should get a pirate name.
And a peg leg.
And a hook hand.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They're open every day and have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you. P. Mace in the house.
In the house.
Let's see. Chad said a little scary. Sounds like Jamie wants to go a little. Man, y'all like a little scary? Jared wants a little scary. All right, let's hit 40 bowls in 14 days, Shirley.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, 14. In the building.
Tune in the head. 40 bowls. 14 days. Go like this right, huh?
Ho, 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 mother. I'm riding down your chimney like an 18-wheeler trucker. Get the presents up, sucker. Ain't no horseshoes, you're all out of lucka. Hey, look, you catching strays. You ain't gonna make it to New Year's Day. Carrying your casket through the Rose Bowl parade. Throwing so much shade. Hey. You look tired, you need a Gatorade. You need to put down all that haterade. Are you listening to what I say? Dead Fred, man, we all in the play. Let's go. Hey. Oh. 40 bowls in 14
Dead Fred.
days. Yeah, 40 bowls in 14 days.
That's
Sound
pretty
a little
solid.
scary.
We need to play
Solid.
Again, we don't need to play it on the air probably, but the little scary Isaiah Winstead disc is all time.
It's on YouTube somewhere, I'm assuming?
Nah, I don't think it's anywhere. It's like the most violent track ever recorded. I kind of want to play it right now. Shirley, can we play it right now? Patrick, I'm going to give you the Valero Alamo Bowl.
Yes.
Remember the Alamo?
Yes. How could you forget?
Colorado!
David
Taking
Crockett.
on BYU. I got a prediction for this game.
I like this game, actually.
I think there's going to be a fight.
Yeah. I mean, if there isn't, I'll be surprised. I like this game.
BYU likes to fight. I could see them getting. So, Jared, you said something low key that should be kind of a big deal. You said Shadur and Travis Hunter are playing in the bowl game,
And Cam Ward. What?
Hey, new trend.
Why
I
are the
like
three
it.
guys that my team's looking at are the only ones that are like, yeah, we'll play the bowl game?
Jared's freaking out about it.
I like this.
All three are going to tear an ACL, and then I'll be out of everything.
All right, Colorado, BYU, P-Mace. Who you got?
I'm taking BYU.
Okay. I'm pulling for BYU. I want all the good things in the world for BYU because they come here next year.
Yeah, they do.
And we want them to have a top 25 ranking. And we want them to be 2-0, 3-0, whatever, when they get here. And so we can knock them off. All right, P-Mace in with BYU. 40 Bowls in 14 days brought to you by Tub Thumpers Beverage House. Patrick, you need to hit this while you're in town.
Yeah, I do.
One-stop shop for unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. Tub Thumpers is your place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Tub Thumpers, where your next favorite drink is waiting. Sounds like right up your alley.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's go.
Check them out at 623 Red Banks Road, Arlington Village. Tub Thumpers. Pick up some drinks and head to Rocky Mount and enjoy some bowl games.
Yeah, sounds like a little bottle shop kind of place. You can find your stuff. I like it.
Thank you to Tub Thumpers. All right. Backstory. A little scary. I used to do a Halloween special on the sports bar. He is a ghost. He's a rapper. Grew up in or kind of hit his the big time in the 90s with Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, gangsta rap.
So time for that.
It's very violent. It's not for everyone, but this is his kind of music. So anyway, Isaiah Winstead heard one of his tracks. Isaiah Winstead said he was a joke. It was trash. So he came out with an Isaiah Winstead diss track, and we actually played this for Isaiah. He got a good laugh out of it, but Shirley, let's hear it real quick.
I ain't gonna lie. That was bad. That was terrible. Top 5 worst songs I've heard.
Yeah. A little scary. With my man, Dead Fred.
In the building.
Yo, Isaiah Winstead been talking?
He been talking.
Isaiah Winstead been talking?
He been talking.
He asked for this.
Don't do it to him, little scary.
Lord, forgive me, for I know not what I do. Do it like this right here. You ain't Moss. I'm the boss. I'm driving purple Lamborghinis like Rick Ross.
Like Rick Ross.
Pay the cost.
Pay the cost.
You done lost.
You done lost.
You be having nightmares. You be turning and tossing and hey, Winstead, you gonna end up dizzy when I put 2 to the head and your face be leaking red. Ooh. Man, go back to Toledo. I got the rocket, it's in my pocket. Say the word, man. I'm dying to cock it. Hey, 11, I'm gonna send you on up to heaven. Woo-hoo. Everybody say what happened. Little Scary just started clapping. Little Scary started rapping. And the demons start trapping. Hey, catch a pass. You can't catch none cause you are ass. Yeah. Isaiah Winstead gonna end up dead. Isaiah Winstead gonna end up dead. End up dead.
Solid.
Send 11 on up to heaven. We need to get Isaiah Winstead back on the show.
Yeah, where's that man?
Is he still on Jets practice squad?
I don't know. I think he might have signed again with the UFL.
Yeah, he signed with the UFL.
Yeah.
Nice. Good for him.
And him and Little Scary squashed the beef after that, actually.
Okay.
So
I would too if somebody came after me like that.
Cooler heads did prevail.
So that's good to hear. P. Mace, we'll try to get you one more week before we have our holiday break.
Sounds good.
But we'll check in with you next week, and we'll talk to you before the Military Bowl.
Yeah.
Give us a live report.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you and Sean can P. Mace and Sean in D.C.
Ooh, that's a dangerous combo.
That could be something.
That's a dangerous combo.
That could be interesting. All right, Patrick, thank you for hanging out with us. You heading to Minji's?
I am. I'll be there.
What's your prediction? ECU North Alabama. I have not looked at a line. Don't tell me what it is. Have you seen it?
I have not.
All right, ECU minus. Vegas likes this Pirate team, so I'm going to say like 15.5.
Woo!
I know that's high, but
I was going to say like 8.5.
Ooh.
7.5.
Oh, wow. Yikes.
North Alabama.
All right, I'm taking the Pirates then, I guess.
What is it? Do we know?
Yeah. You just told us.
Oh,
7.5.
I thought that was your guess.
No,
I got
no,
you.
that's
I got
the
you.
line.
7.5. I wish I could do player props for Jay Shane. I would take 10 plus points and
RJ,
2 steals.
I think RJ has a good bounce back.
Yeah, RJ's 24.
His
at
return
least.
to Minji's feeling good. I like that too.
Yeah. All right, P-Max, thanks, man.
Yep, see ya.
We will take a timeout, come back when we return. Hour 3, Holton Ahlers, Fleet Feet Rundown, and we'll open up the treasure chest once again. Pirate Radio Live back with you after this.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love came to me.
Wow, a tie that lights up and sings. Cool.
Need a little help with Christmas this year? Pirate Radio has your chance to win big. The annual Holiday Treasure Chest returns, and it's bigger and better than ever. Tune into Pirate Radio Live weekdays 3 to 6 p.m., and you could win this.
A $100 gift card to Cooper's Cup Coffee, a 10-game ticket pack and hat from Down East Bird Dogs, or an iPad from Copy Pro.
It's going to be a December to remember on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown and Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown and Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Pirate fans, your East Carolina football team is bowling again. New head coach Blake Harrell leads the charge as the Pirates take on in-state rival North Carolina State in the Military Bowl Saturday, December 28th in Annapolis, Maryland. Priority matters, so Pirate Club members get your tickets by going to ECUPirates.com or by calling 1-800-DIAL-ECU. Kickoff between the Pirates and the Pack is set for 5:45. Get your tickets today.
Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
This holiday season, give the gift of comfort and adventure at Fleet Feet in Greenville. Whether you're running through the snow or just strolling through the mall, they've got the perfect shoes and gear for everyone on your list. Stop by and choose from top brands like Brooks, Hoka, and Asics. From cozy socks to performance running shoes, Fleet Feet has everything you need to keep you moving all year long. Stop by Fleet Feet in Greenville at 207 East Arlington Boulevard and unwrap the perfect gift for the runner in your life, or treat yourself. Merry Christmas and happy running from Fleet Feet, where the season's best are just a step away.
Dank Burrito is now open in Greenville. Dank is your ticket to adventure in a tortilla. We combine bold flavors to make new kinds of burritos, tacos, and bowls like honey truffle buffalo chicken or teriyaki shrimp. Once you go Dank, you'll never want the same boring burrito again. Dank Burrito is also the official burrito of the ECU Pirates, which we all know and love here in G Vegas. We're open now at 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Come join the Dank Burrito Mafia. Hope to see y'all soon.
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Here with Greg Lassiter from Champions Gym. And Greg, you've got a tremendous staff working for you with professional trainers. You've got classes like cycle, Pilates, muscle pump, Zumba. Talk about what you can bring to people like myself who's just getting back into the physical fitness world.
We've got all those classes, but the main thing we've got is a way for people to come in and feel comfortable. People, when they go in that gym, they feel like that is their home away from home.
Give the address and the phone number.
4190 Bayswater Drive, Winterville, 353-0544.
Champions Health and Fitness.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Choose less stress when it comes to moving and choose Advanced Moving and Storage. They're locally owned and operated. They don't share trucks, and they guarantee delivery dates. Get a free quote today at advancedmoversnc.com or give them a call at 321-3200. Make the transition from your present to your future with ease and use the movers the Pirates have used for over 20 years. Advanced Moving and Storage. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Open up the treasure chest one more time. You could be a winner, just like Nick Odom and Kevin Ainge, who have already taken home prizes today. Nick Odom, the $100 gift card to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Kevin Ainge, the $100 gift card to Down on Main Street. We appreciate all of our sponsors inside the treasure chest, including Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. If you want a burger with attitude, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar is the place to get it. Located just off Greenville Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center. Stop by today, try a chef-inspired burger, chopped salad, and a badass margarita. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Also, Down on Main Street, talked about that earlier with DB. He and the baseball team, big fans of Down on Main Street. Washington's favorite place to eat, and where all the locals go, is Down on Main Street. Check out their weekly lunch specials. They're only $7.99. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. We'll open up the treasure chest after you hear my chat with Holton Ahlers, who I talked to a few hours ago inside Studio C. Join us today. Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former Pirate QB, host of the Holton Ahlers Show. Holton Ahlers, how you doing, sir?
Clip, doing good, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. As we get ready for bowl week, I guess this is weird. There are 2 bowl games on the day of Army-Navy. I don't recall it being like that. There's 2 bowl games. Celebration Bowl is this Saturday.
Which, Ryan Stubblefield, starting quarterback, South Carolina State.
Nice, something to look at.
He's been balling.
Realize that.
Yeah, he's been balling, man. If you look at his tape, I've said all along that he always had the talent to do it. He was a little bit shorter. He came in with Mason Garcia, which obviously was going to get the best shot at it. Stubby and Mason probably are the 2 biggest arm talents to ever play at ECU, and they came in together. Crazy enough.
Frustrates me as someone who doesn't get to see it in practice like you do, because we never really got to see it in a game. But Stubblefield, he got some fans like in spring games and stuff like that. People like
he
what
was
he did.
good, man. He could run, he could throw. He's perfect fit. I hate to say this, but for this offense now, because he could throw the heck out of a deep ball, and he was very mobile. I thought if he would have stayed an extra year, the year that Mason and Flynn and all those guys started, he would have been the most successful quarterback out of those 3 because he was mobile and could move. But he's playing really, really well now for South Carolina State.
Now we got a rooting interest. Go South Carolina State. There's that game. There's also South Alabama and Western Michigan, I believe. They sandwich the Army-Navy game, which will be in the afternoon. So
Dang,
usually,
don't you just love college football?
I mean, yeah, I'll take it. A full day of college football. Pirates and NC State in the Military Bowl, Holt, and a lot of your old teammates that we've talked to, Rajay, and others, I know they're fired up for this, getting one more crack at them. For me, it was like, all right, we start the season with them next year. I'd rather see a different team, but you know what? Deontay Johnson and Elijah Morris, those guys won't be here for that game. So this is their shot at State.
100%. And look, I mean, why? Like as a player, at least, that's best case scenario. You're playing a local game, nighttime versus an in-state rival. Like if you want to go out on a bang, go out on a bang. Like that is the time to do it. So I'm thrilled for it as an ECU fan. Now, analytically and stuff like that, are they going to hold stuff back for the next year? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, hopefully, you create new schemes within the off season, but it will. 2 games back to back is weird, but why not? I mean, that's the coolest. I'm pumped for it. Like I just told you, me and Caden are going to it, so we're thrilled about it.
Yeah, you broke the news to me. I will not have my 5th quarter compadres with me.
Yeah, when we agreed to do it with Ellerby, obviously, like that was just one thing. I was like, I don't want to miss out like on memories of being a fan. Like we're all super fans, obviously now, especially as alumni, and it being close. Like when everything started coming out, we're like, we're gonna go to Fenway if they play in Fenway. We're gonna go to DC and we're gonna go to Myrtle Beach. Anywhere else, we probably won't go. We'll miss the 5th quarter though. I'm sure we'll call them with a couple beers in us, but we're gonna go.
And I do feel like it's fitting that Holton Ahlers should at least witness a Military Bowl after what happened the last time we were supposed to.
I'm pumped for the guys though. That's a really cool bowl. They run it really good. I think it's one of the better bowl games the American can go to. That's not one of the the huge ones.
That's funny. Alex was talking about he wanted warm weather, but he was also talking about how the bowl committees or whatever handle the bowls, and he said that one is very well run.
It was very well run, yeah. And like, not a knock on the Birmingham Bowl at all, but just DC. There's more to do there. There's more things to do. The Birmingham Bowl itself, like the game, I love. I didn't play in the Military Bowl, so I don't know, but I'd imagine like it should be a packed house. If not, that's not good. But I mean, having fans be able to travel from both teams has been great.
Pirates love to get a crack at NC State. You know Dave Doran somewhat personally, right?
Yeah.
So and you like Dave Doran.
As a recruit and as a player, I always appreciate him a lot. He was very real to me.
Yeah.
And honest. And honestly, he recruited me way better than Coach Mo did. I liked him, had a way better relationship with him. Drinkwitz, who's now the head coach at Missouri, was the offense coordinator, quarterback coach. I had a really good relationship with both of them. And then it just came down to me wanting to literally just play at ECU and change the program here. So it had nothing to do with them. If I hadn't been from Greenville, it 100% went to State because of them.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that if you're with him, you like him. If not, you don't.
Yeah.
He said, ECU, NC State, not a rivalry because they don't play every year. There's something to that. But then kind of went on to say why it is a rivalry in state and the players know each other and all that stuff. So
I think ECU fans, and he has said some stuff that even have made me mad, but knowing him personally, like when you don't like someone, like everything they say, you don't
100%.
like. So like I don't not like him. I respect him because I mean he's done some really good things in NC State, but like even him saying that I don't think was a knock on ECU. It was more of a knock on like the ADs of saying just schedule, like make it a rivalry more than that's how I viewed it at least.
What you said there reminded me of so many 5th quarters that when people are out on whether it be Jeff Comfort or Scotty Montgomery, they could be like, Scotty Moe in the 3rd quarter, there was a play, and they ran the play, and he wasn't even looking at the field. He was looking to his right. And I'm like, all right, we can criticize some stuff, but like let's take it easy.
Yeah.
Holton Ahlers joining us. Holton, what do you think about the mass exodus of the program from ECU players, but now we're seeing the trend of guys tweeting out, I'm staying. Anthony Smith, you had Lampley the other day, kind of got a lot of feedback from his. So now the new trend is telling folks you're staying, which is not a bad trend because it seems like so many players are leaving. It's nice to see when guys are sticking around the program.
It is, and I mean, look, there's always going to be guys entering the portal, and like everyone was talking about Chase Sowell. Chase Sowell has offers from SEC schools right now. So like
Whether you think he's good or not, those offers are real, and he's getting them.
Yeah, and it's like Ole Miss. I know Ole Miss is paying. I know one of their receivers who went there the past year that Zay Winstead's best friend with, and I know what he's driving right now. So he at least is having good offers. So like, it's just college football now. And like me and Cadence on the podcast this week, we were like, just praise the guys that do stay and appreciate the guys who stay, because it's getting a whole lot easier to leave. And that's what it sucks. And NCAA just needs to come in, I think, and just make it the one time when you transfer, you got to sit out a year until you graduate. That is the easiest fix to all of this. And then if you transfer, is someone going to pay you $200,000 while you're sitting out to play the next year? Like, probably not as much. And then it just makes it harder. So like, as good as that rule was when it released, it got released before NIL. Now that NIL's a thing, put the rule back into place and it fixes a whole lot of things.
Because a lot of the transfer stuff was about, well, if a coach can do it, why can't a player do it? I mean, now that some of these big time, and I say some, not every player is making money or good money. We had an intern say, hey, I think if you get NIL, it was Brett. I'm doing his New York voice. If you get NIL, then you should pay your way through school. And I said, well, okay, but Danny Beal had an NIL deal from Pirate Radio. He gets a T-shirt and a small check. Should he pay for his entire school because he's got that NIL deal? And he's like, well, no, maybe if you make a certain amount. So, but the now that guys are making a little money, maybe you could institute that sit out a year rule. Blake Harrell brought up the word contracts the other day. Let's write up some
That's
contracts.
another thing too. I mean, you're seeing like Pete Thamel, the ESPN guy's tweeting. Like, I know he tweeted the Cincinnati, and the Cincinnati quarterback's coming back because he agreed to a new deal. And I'm like, what is college football came to? But I think the answer. NCAA is not going to do anything about NIL, that I know. Like, they've just wiped their hands clean from the day that it happened. But I think they literally should just bring back the transfer rule, make it 1 year if you sit out unless you graduated, pushes kids to maybe graduate early if they want to get out of there, or they have to seriously want to get out of there to do it, instead of just saying, I'm going to go try this for a year, I might make some money here, and then go figure out what I can do after that. Like, it's not college football, and it's got to change.
Holton Ahlers joining us, Holton, with you and Caden. They had a lot of fun talking college football with you guys this year, the gambling part of it. But how about the college football playoff? Made it a great talking point all year long. Now that we see what it is in its final form, what are your thoughts on it? Did they get it right? Do we need changes? What do you think?
I'm glad Bama didn't make it. I think SMU deserved it. As much as people say their schedule was easy and stuff like that, like the way that they lost the ACC championship, I thought they deserved it. Then when they were getting blown out, they probably wouldn't have made it. But them coming back and storming back with 17 seconds to go, I think they deserved it. And look, at the end of the day, like, I'm glad that the first year of it, they didn't just say, oh, Alabama is Alabama, so they're going to make it. And that's my point on that. And then Miami actually had, I mean, Syracuse is a 9-win team in the ACC. That's a good loss that they had, but they just had it at the wrong time. And then that just sucks for them. And you can't put 3 ACC schools in. Like, if there's going to be a team getting 3 or 4, it's going to be the SEC, the Big Ten. So I have some futures bets on a couple teams, so I feel good about it.
I love that the way it was set up, that the group of 5 was going to get a team in. And I love that Boise said, not only are we in, we're going to be ranked higher than the, than the, I guess, Clemson, right?
Yeah.
Than the ACC champion. So we're going to get that bye, and good for them that it's set up that way. I think we're going to see changes from that regard when they make its new form in a couple years. But, hey, good for Boise. It shows that if East Carolina just wins all their games, they're going to be in. Tulane had a crack at it.
Yes, they did.
Lost to Memphis and kind of knocked them out. I think that black cloud might have stayed over their head for that Army championship, perhaps. So, but, yeah, we got a shot. We got to just hope that now when they go back in that room and say, okay, here's what we're going to do in 2026 and 27, that the group of 5 is still involved. Coach Mack said he thinks the group of 5 will still have a spot in. I hope he's right.
Yeah, I think it's 12 team is perfect because it gives a little guy a shot, and I think that is the one thing they've gotten right. They've gotten a few things right with it, but I think that's one they won't even think about changing. They may look at like the bye and all that. Boise lost to Oregon by 3 points. Oregon's undefeated this year. So, like, they're a very good team and probably a dangerous team in the playoff. A lot of people are overlooking them just because they're a G5 school. They have the best running back maybe on earth, and then they lost to the best college football team by 3 points.
It's very Gonzaga-like in basketball, where they have that tough schedule before conference play. They get in conference play, and the only good team they see is St. Mary's,
Yeah.
who sometimes is ranked. UNLV will be the
Yep.
St. Mary's version, and Boise State beat them twice.
Yep.
UNLV was ranked, so but they haven't been tested like some of these other teams. But when they've taken on top 25 teams, they've either won, like they did against UNLV, or like you said, came very close. So I'm interested to see what happens with them in this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I am too, because it also, like, I mean, it probably does have effect. If they go out there and get blown out, it probably will have an effect on the rules going forward. I don't think it should. I mean, I think they've had a good year and deserve it. Like, I think they deserve a bye more than Clemson does. Clemson had a good year and played tough teams, but Boise did the same. I mean, especially non-conference wise.
All right, Holton, 40 Bowls in 14 days brought to you by Tub Thumpers Beverage House. This is at 623 Red Banks Road. They have everything from box wine, mead, to local craft beer for sale. So it is a bottle shop. You go in, you get your alcohol, you go home and watch bowl games. So make sure you check out Tub Thumpers at 623 Red Banks Road. Holton, we'll give you, let's see, a team you faced in a bowl game and a team you didn't get to face. East Carolina went to UTSA last year. You were not a part of that game. Coastal Carolina versus UTSA. They'll be in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. So this is a home game for Coastal, an 11 a.m. kickoff on ESPN. That'll be Monday, December 23rd. Do you like the Roadrunners or the Chanticleers?
So Sean Bailey's a strength coach there at UTSA.
Sean Bailey, the former Pirate?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
He's a strength coach at UTSA, so I'm going to go with UTSA on that one. I don't know if I would be excited or very mad if I was a Coastal Carolina player.
True.
I mean, I think if you're a senior, you're pumped because you're like, this is cool. But then it's like you don't get experience. What are you going to go stay in a hotel for a week? I wonder if they really are. I mean, because you don't really get the bowl experience. I'm sure you do a little bit, but it's just like, dang, that kind of sucks for them.
True, yeah. So you're going Roadrunners there,
Yep.
okay, on the road. Speaking of strength coach, Holton, you dropped out a little nugget the other day that could be some big staff changes, and that was referring to Big John, no longer the strength coach, A-Harp. And everybody I've talked to, y'all love Big John.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big change for the program. What did you think of that news?
Yeah, I got the call early that morning, and the team hadn't even been told yet. So I was like, I'm not going to post it. I've been part of a team where I found out on social media. It's just not fun. And that I'm just not, we have a podcast. I'm not interested in that. We post ECU stuff. I'm not interested in breaking that type of news before players know. But it's a bigger deal than people think. It could be a really good one. Like Big John did good here. And I mean, look, pretty much everyone was available but Chase Sowell at the end of the year, and Chase Sowell ended up entering the portal, so there might have been some of that there. And like as a strength coach nowadays, like that's a huge part of just having guys available at the end of the year is massive. But we talked about on the podcast this week with Luke Larson, like strength coaches have their hands in are in the culture almost more than the head coaches are. Like all summer, all off season, and all season, you're with the strength coach at least once a day. Whereas like a head coach, you're only with him when you practice, really, and if you see him in the hallway. So it's a bigger deal than most people think. Now, could we go get someone that does amazing and fits it perfectly? Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad move. I'm just saying it's it's more impactful than most people think.
Yeah, and I hope we get a guy that off the field is as good as Big John, because Alex said what you said, you're around him a lot more than you are a lot of the other coaches, and he was a guy you could go to talk to about anything.
Yeah,
and he really appreciated him from that regard. So hopefully we get a good coach and a good person in here, and I trust Blake Harrell will do that. He's got some staff moves to make here, and of course a lot of player moves to make as well. But
yeah,
still fired up for what Coach Harrell can do here with this program, and this bowl game is important for him, right? Like ECU has struggled against in-state opponents here of late, so if he could get a win there, that'd be fantastic.
Be a good start for sure. I mean, you got to think about it. Like the whole Coach Houston thing was he couldn't beat an in-state school, so I mean this would be a massive start in a bowl game too. So then he plays them again next year, so you don't want to start off 0-2.
All right, well, let's talk about what everybody's talking about, the NBA Cup quarterfinal.
Yes, sir.
It's the crazy court. Hawks and Knicks. I've already got some Karl Anthony Towns stuff going, Holton. But is this like a every Knick game parlay?
It is.
All right, so it's double for Towns.
Yep.
It is
2 threes for Mikal Bridges.
Bridges 2 threes, and then you got Brunson with
over 20 points, and then Cat over 20 points. But if it's hit 4 times in a row now. So last night, I was like, I'm going to be safe. Cat's coming off an injury, so I made him 15 points.
Okay.
But tonight I'm going 20. So believe it or not, since
back, though? They're on a back-to-back?
No. Or 2 nights ago. Sorry.
So that was Monday.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So since the time I posted it on my social media or the podcast social media, it's went 4-0. And I've bet $50 on the parlay every time. So like I've made a lot of money on college football this year, but I've almost made more
with that
the last 4 games than I have with college football.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm hopping in. We'll see what happens. All right. Good luck to your Knicks. And I don't know. Would you like celebrate an NBA Cup? Like it's a
absolutely.
championship?
I celebrate each game, Clip. I literally watch Grace, my fiance, is amazing because she actually lets me watch every single game, but I think it's just because she gets some alone time away from me.
Sure.
While I put my jersey on, put my hat on. And it's 3 nights a week. So like sometimes we have to, I'll have it on the computer while we're watching Survivor or something. But I mean, she's been great with it. But I've genuinely watched every single minute of every single Knicks game for the past couple of years.
All right. And also tell Grace thanks again. And I did cut my lights off on the truck this time.
Let's go.
So,
is that what it was?
That's what it was.
Yeah, we were doing the podcast and she was producing. And I texted her. I was like, Clip's car broke down. Can you fix that? And she's like, yeah, I got it.
As I was pulling off, she said, make sure you cut your lights off. Thanks, Grace. You got it. All right, Holt. Thanks, man. What's coming up on the pod this week?
Yeah, Luke Larson dropped last night at midnight, so go check it out on Pirate Radio TV, YouTube. I believe it's playing at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, too, on Pirate Radio, and then all socials as well, so you can go check it out.
All right. Interesting fella, interesting story.
Yeah,
Luke
Larson.
Larson.
Good ones.
Putting me on Pirate Radio Live, putting in that Knicks parlay again. College basketball play of the night hit last night. Rutgers, easy winner over Penn State. I mean, tonight, do I go right here in Minges Coliseum? I feel like that now I saw ECU -7. I think they can win by 8 to 12 points tonight. Bounce back. So I might go there. Already hit Norfolk State +16 first half earlier today. So already in the win column with college hoops. I'll put a little bit of those winnings on ECU -7 tonight at home. Let's take a break. As we do, Shirley, let's make somebody a winner for the 3rd time today. We'll open up the treasure chest once again, 317-1250. You can be like Nick Odom and Kevin Ainge and be a Wednesday winner, 317-1250. We'll do caller 12 right now during this timeout. And after we return, we'll talk to our winner and find out what he or she has won. It's the 2024 Pirate Radio Treasure Chest, and it's open right now, 317-1250. Back with that, Fleet Feet Rundown, and more after this. Joy to the world, more car deals are here. 'Tis the season to be jolly, and Doug Henry is spreading holiday cheer near and far with huge deals for everyone that comes in to register. You can win up to $20,000 up until December 24th. Doug Henry has brand new inventory arriving daily, so go check them out this holiday season. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
Here's a hint. At US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. US Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
It's the holiday season. It's the giving season, and when you give an Otavola gift card this year, 10% of all gift card sales will be donated to Western North Carolina Hurricane Relief. An Atavola gift card is perfect for teachers, co-workers, friends, and family. Bring smiles to the faces of the people you care about this holiday season by stopping by Atavola for lunch or dinner. And don't forget to grab a gift card to support hurricane relief. Merry Christmas from Atavola, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
This Christmas, let UBE help Santa fill the sleigh with purple and gold. UBE and PirateWear.com has everything an ECU fan could want, from warm pirate hoodies, crews, and jackets to ECU wall hangings and ornaments. UBE and PirateWear.com also has the largest selection of apparel, gifts, and stocking stuffers for your little pirates. UBE and PirateWear.com has the largest selection of ECU merchandise, and they're your one-stop shop for everything on your Christmas list. Happy holidays from UBE and PirateWear.com.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
It's the end of the year clearance at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on 264 in Washington. Drive a little, save a lot with savings up to $10,000 on Ram 1500 and 2500. Need a work truck for the new year? General Manager Kyle Gaines wants to make you a deal on a new work truck in December. Get $10,000 off Ram trucks right now. Also, a huge selection of pre-owned cars starting at $5,995. Merry Christmas from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
From the belt, here's the delivery.
Pirate Radio, the station that always delivers.
Fine, and lapping it up faster than we can deliver.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Want a free quote from your home, on your home, auto, or life insurance? Call Tim Sawyer and his State Farm team at 493-0002 to get a quote in less than 5 minutes. To get great coverage with great rates, call your local State Farm agent, Tim Sawyer, at 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Clip, as we head back into the show, according to Shefty, it's happening.
Well, Jared wanted to hear it from Adam Schefter. So Schefter jumped up out of bed and hit.
Out of bed?
Yeah, he was sleeping. He was taking a nap.
It's a working man here. Who takes a nap in the middle of the day?
Chandler. Only on Sundays.
Well, that's different.
Adam Schefter tweets out that Bill Belichick will be the next head coach at North Carolina, and it leads to one of my least favorite things. I don't know how we get away with this.
How you get away with this? You can't keep getting away with this.
The Photoshop of him in North Carolina gear. How are people allowed just to put up fake pictures like that? I don't like it.
It's a good point.
I hate it. They're not real, and we just accept them.
It's real to me.
They want to see what it looks like, I guess.
They should put something like, this is not a real picture. He has not worn this North Carolina coat yet. But now it looks real, right?
It does, but that is like the
AI is taking over.
AI is in the world today.
This Allen Iverson guy, man.
Somebody at Pirate Radio, probably Glenn, put I was wearing a Kiwanis hat, a purple hat with K on it. He photoshopped it and put a Pirate Radio logo on it. And I don't like that.
Is that not cool?
No, that's not cool. That's not my hat. I don't have it.
You work at Pirate Radio, though.
Right. But I don't have that hat.
That was a cool hat, though. That's not real.
I don't like it either.
I just realized it's not real.
It's not real. It's not cool.
Skynet's going to launch any minute now.
Exactly, man. Y'all like all this fake stuff. Okay. See where you end up. Working for the robots one day.
We're not going to work for them.
Okay.
They're going to kill us all.
There you go. All right, with that, we'll bring on Blake Saunders.
Merry Christmas!
Our winner today out of the Pirate Radio Treasure Chest. How you doing, Blake?
Doing good. How are y'all?
Doing good. Are you scared of AI and robots?
A little bit, if I'm being completely honest.
Thank you for your honesty.
Thank you for being honest.
Yeah. Where are you from, Blake?
I grew up in New Bern, live in Raleigh now.
Are you a Bear?
I was a Bear, yes, I was.
You were a Bear. A New Bern Bear. Did you play any sports there?
I did. I played baseball, football, and wrestling.
Nice.
I only played baseball for 2 years. Never played varsity, but.
How were you on any championship teams there in football?
Yeah, I was on I guess it's technically the 08, so I graduated in 08, so it was my senior year we won the championship.
So did you play with did you play with Devon Drew, or was he already gone?
Devon was gone. I remember watching him, and my dad was in middle school. There's 2 middle schools in New Bern. He was one of the middle school. There was the AD. He just retired at one of the 2 middle schools. So he actually coached Devon Drew and a lot of other guys.
Yeah,
I paid a lot of attention to Devon for sure. I remember him even when he was in high school. He was an incredible athlete. Kind of one of the things at the time I didn't understand, like, wait, why can't he play quarterback? You know, it's like
right, yeah.
I've gotten a little older and like, okay, makes a little more sense now. So
he was one of my favorite Pirates. I still is, but at the time, loved Devon Drew, loved the getting the tight end involved, and he was a good one here at ECU and really good in high school as well as a QB. All right, you got any questions for Blake, John?
I was going to ask him who his favorite Pirate is. Is it Devon Drew? If not, who is it?
It's not. So you guys asked me this last time. I think I won last year. I'm terrible with time, but and I said Justin Hardy, which is the same thing, Craven County ties, right? But or not Craven County, but I guess it's
yeah.
Yeah, not the same high school, but same county. My dad also played. Somebody called in earlier this year, and their dad. And I said, that's pretty bad. I guess I should have said my dad.
Yeah,
I'll go with my dad this time.
What's your dad's name?
His name's Brian Saunders.
All right, cool.
He's not a household name by any means in his playing days, but
Blake Saunders' favorite Pirate, Brian Saunders. That sounds good.
There you go.
What about Deion Sanders?
I mean, I'm sure. I like Deion.
What are you talking about? His name is Saunders, like John Saunders, the great.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Jared, you got a question for Blake? Favorite Christmas movie, Blake, what is it?
Oh, man. I really am terrible at picking favorites. I'd have to go.
Did your dad make a home movie? You could say him again.
Nah, not this time.
All right.
This time.
Have you ever heard of Alan Jackson's Christmas album?
Hold on. We're going to get to songs in a minute. Favorite Christmas movies, what?
I did walk into Target last night as I'm listening, for about the time the Treasure Chest went down. And right after that, I'm in Target and I hear Taylor Swift with what is her?
Christmas Tree Farm.
Yeah, Christmas Tree Farm. I thought about you.
Banger. Yeah, it's a good one. Awesome tune. All right, well, don't answer your favorite movie. I don't even want to know anymore.
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story. All right, you'll shoot your eye out and all that jazz. Have you heard the Alan Jackson Christmas album?
Maybe bits and pieces. I can't say I've heard that.
Well, if you're going to listen to one track, Santa's going to come in a pickup truck featuring the Chipmunks is probably the best one.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Santa's going to come in a pickup truck.
He's co-signing on that one.
All
right.
I'll give you that.
Any further questions for Blake? We good?
I think we're good. Wait, did you go to East Carolina?
I did. Yeah, I did. Everyone in my immediate family has now graduated from East Carolina, so I was truly born into it.
A Pirate family.
What'd you graduate with? Your major?
Business management.
Do we ask what he did?
What do you do for a living, Blake?
I'm the manager of a Sherwin-Williams.
Oh,
nice.
I had to jump off we just got a truck, and I was bringing a truck in the warehouse, getting ready to close it up, and had to hop off the forklift really quick and ask somebody to come bail me out. So fortunately, there was someone here that was able to help.
This dude
paint it purple.
Damn it! Right. I was gonna say he paints it purple for a living, but you had to do it, didn't you, Chandler? You just had to get it in first.
Oh man, I actually own a Sherwin-Williams shirt. Fun fact about me.
That,
Did you buy
I
it?
think the first we give those things out like candy.
No, yeah, I don't own it, I guess, because it was given to me.
Did you get a free bowl of soup with that shit?
You don't own it because it was given to you,
Wait.
so you don't own your your presents and stuff.
No.
What do you think? You have to give them back to the people?
I'll give it back to Blake.
Anyway.
Nope.
All right. What's your any new colors coming out in 2025, Blake?
Yeah, unfortunately, colors not my forte. It's not
Gotcha.
I'm not one of the ones. I'll talk about products and I'll ring you out and tell you
Yeah.
today, but I don't love the product.
You an eggshell guy or a
Try to keep it flat. Try to keep it flat whenever possible.
Okay. There you go. All right. That's about it with Blake, right?
What do you want to win, Blake?
What are you trying to win here?
I like is the Natty Light cooler still in it, or did it go last night?
Yesterday.
Yeah. Brad Woodard took home the Natty Light cooler beer pong table prize pack from Carolina Eagle.
I think was it a Mick Ultra golf bag?
Yeah.
That's up there for grabs, bud.
I'll also take the golf package. That would be cool as well. So.
Sean, you want to open her up?
Yes, sir.
All right, you do the honors. Let's open it up, Shirley. Blake Saunders, son of Brian.
All right, here we go. Blake, you're heading to Washington, buddy. And you're heading to Russell's of Washington. $100 gift card. Thanks to Russell's of Washington, you're going to go and get some awesome clothes there and enjoy that. Russell's of Washington.
I will happily take that as well. I appreciate it. That I actually called that one the other day and thought that would be good. I could use that as well. So thank you very much.
Look good, feel good, paint good. Russell's of Washington. Thank you, Blake. Enjoyed chatting with you, man, and thanks for tuning in.
Likewise. Thank you, guys. Appreciate all that you do.
All right, appreciate it. There
Thank
he
you,
is, Blake Saunders, who wins Russell's of Washington. He will be looking good this holiday season. Russell's is ready to help you with all your clothing needs for both men and women. Visit them for Christmas gifts from Cutter and Buck, Johnny O, and Duckhead. They also have a large selection of Barbour outerwear to keep you warm this winter. Visit Rhonda at Russell's Clothing of Washington today.
Go see Rhonda.
Help, man. Say, help me, Rhonda.
Help me, Rhonda.
Need some clothes.
Go there, get you some stuff for yourself, and do some Christmas shopping too. A lot to choose from Russell's.
Blake Saunders, our latest winner, a $100 gift card to Russell's. I just did the maths, and
the maths.
I was like, man, should I be doing these 3? Oh yeah, we're gonna have to have more 3 giveaways, 3-a-days here on Pirate Radio Live. So we got plenty of prizes to get rid of Thursday, Friday, and all next week here on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a break. We'll have our Fleet Feet rundown when we return. But the big news is dropping. Bill Belichick to North Carolina. Noah says just a bunch of dudes thinking about Clip anytime they hear Christmas Tree Farm. Perfect. Good. I'm glad I raised awareness for that song because it brightens my day anytime I hear it. And we needed like a new Christmas anthem. Are we not sick of Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas by this point? We needed a new one, and Taylor Swift brought it to us. So I say thank you, Taylor. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's no better time to shop Russell's in downtown Washington than right now. Don't let a cancellation or back order spoil your Christmas. I'm Rhonda Lyons, and I can assure you we have a store full of goodies to satisfy anyone on your list. If you can't decide on the perfect gift, just select a gift certificate for any amount you desire. This shopping is easy, and the signature gift wrap is free and beautiful. Remember, it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington.
The time is now to book your holiday fiestas at Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville. Chico's is the perfect place to get all your dear amigos together for some Mexican food and fun this holiday fiesta season. Call Chico's now to make a reservation for any large or small fiesta with all of your amigos. Also remember to put a smile on your amigos' faces this holiday season with the perfect gift, a Chico's gift card. Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43 just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Bring your favorite styles home for the holidays from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Make your home holiday ready. We have just what you need to spruce things up and add some sparkle this season. Surround yourself in comfort and style with holiday savings store-wide on Bassett, Lazy Boy, Serta, and more. Save up to 70% off closeouts plus 6 months special financing. Gift yourself the perfect home this holiday season during Bostic Sugg Furniture's Home for the Holidays.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Like a cold beer on a hot summer day. Nice. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. They're open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m. with something to do every single night. Coming up on Thursday, you can enjoy Singo and karaoke. On Friday night, it'll be Landon Benton performing along with Kyle Dills performing on Saturday night. Of course, ladies, you get in free all weekend long. And the Buck has your fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered as well. Kick off the day on Sundays with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs so you don't miss any games, and a weekly jersey giveaway that starts at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, we'll be playing some sports trivia Monday night at the Buck. We'll be playing sports trivia tonight.
Yes, sir.
Pellegrini.
Pellegrini.
And looking forward to some fun there and some good eating. Pirates and North Alabama going at it. 7 o'clock, Minges Coliseum. Talk about that and more on our Fleet Feed Rundown. A-Harp, what's the good news?
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you.
John, if we didn't, if I hadn't had my pullover on, my little coat hoodie thingy here, we'd be twins today. I wore that shirt.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How much do you like that sweatshirt?
Out of, what are we talking like? What's the scale? 0 to 100, A to F?
Let's go
1 out of 5. Like, what do we, give me a scale here.
Let's say this is a prospect that
like,
you're recruiting. Is this a 1-star?
Jim Zorn to Joe Gibbs.
Is this a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star?
That is a great way to do it. This would be a 4-star. It's not a 5 because this is not really my style, my thing. I'm not a camo guy. I'm not a snow camo guy.
But it's got the talent that you want to recruit them.
Yeah, this thing's got a ton of talent. So I love it. I did not even ask for it. It was a surprise.
No.
But, yeah, I really like it. For you radio folks, you'll just have to check out the YouTube, I guess. See what I'm wearing. Jon Gilbert said he liked it.
Oh, is that right?
It was nice, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I said, thanks, John.
Looks good on you.
And then you asked, how many of these do you have?
And he said, I said, John, how many of these sweatshirts do you have? And John said...
He took his time. He had to think about it first.
Yeah, he thought about it.
And then he said...
He thought about it for a while. He spent a long time just silent.
Yep. He thought about it real hard. He said, do I have him or do I not? And Jon Gilbert said, how many sweatshirts
Again,
do I have?
He had to think about it for a while.
And then he said, maybe 2, 3. Actually, no, you know what? I don't think I have any. So he said, hey! I mean, he stalled so bad that you had to say, John, just say it.
But again, and I think this will hit home, a lot of silence was involved.
Right.
What?
And then Jon Gilbert said, when we asked how many of these shirts does he have, he said,
none.
There it is. It took him a long.
It did, and I don't blame him for it. I mean, he wants to give you the honest. He wants to give you an honest answer.
Yeah.
Like he didn't want to say he has 2 or maybe 3, and he actually has none.
Right. So there you go. All right. Best bets. I might be stupid, but I'm taking the Pirates tonight. You seem to not like that. Why?
I'm giving you kudos. I'm giving you credit for having the guts to do that. For having the absolute guts.
So you don't have them?
To have the guts of a cat burglar, as Eric Collins would say.
The Hornets play tonight? No, there's only 2 games.
Yeah, 2 games. Knicks, Hawks, and Warriors, Rockets in the NBA Cup quarterfinals.
Yeah, give me the Pirates -7 tonight.
All right. Love it. I like over in the Knicks-Hawks game. It's pretty high, but 236.5.
That is high.
These Cup games normally go over.
Why is that now?
They overflow the cup?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just kind of a meaningless game. I mean, it's for something, but like
for the cup, man.
Not a lot of defense. It's like the All-Star game.
Does this game count against their record?
I still haven't figured that out because the Hornets are still going to play 82 games.
Sure.
So, I mean, the Knicks aren't going to play 85. 86.
But this is an extra game.
Yeah, I don't think this
once
counts.
you get into this part of it, these games don't count on the record.
I do not think they count.
All right. Johnny Stats likes the Pirates tonight.
Yeah.
That makes me like them a little more.
I was about to say, now that's got me thinking here.
Only 7 off a 2-game skid. That's enough for me to take them.
Yeah. All right. Did you see? You got any did you sees?
I have two.
All right.
One is Interstellar in IMAX at the Golden Ticket Cinema all this week.
Saw that. Thought about that.
Starting on Friday. From Friday to next Friday. Really excited about that.
Chandler, I bet you've never seen it.
Interstellar?
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
Christopher Nolan joint. All right.
Matthew McConaughey.
Is it a stellar movie?
It's pretty stellar.
I don't really understand it fully.
What's it about?
It will be here for another 3 hours if I had to explain it.
Could not even begin to
but
tell you.
It's a great IMAX movie, just with the.
Oh my god!
And guess what?
The
Golden
picture
Ticket has it.
Yeah,
dude, it's a great movie.
I'm not trying to do like a corporate sponsor, but like it's a great movie theater, and IMAX is awesome. But also, Representative Josh Williams of Ohio. Have you seen this? Heard about this?
Yeah.
This is stupid. He's proud to announce the OHIO Sportsmanship Act to make flag planting at midfield a felony in the state of Ohio.
So only at midfield?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I had a question. I just saw like flag planting is now banned in Ohio. I was thinking like, what if game days at Columbus, I take my ECU flag and I plant it? Like, am I going to go to jail for that?
No, he also said behavior that incites violent brawls and puts our law enforcement officers in danger has no place on the football field. Get them off the field then.
Who? Law enforcement?
Yeah, the law enforcement.
Defund the police for football?
But
Is that what you're saying, Bone?
Maybe beat Michigan. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think he's on the police officer's side, saying don't put them in that.
Well, I mean, they're in danger
mix.
on the sideline.
Yeah.
How many guys have we seen get their legs taken out from underneath them?
On the sideline.
Sideline, his legs are gone.
Zach Kaplan's in. He said the semis. Well, here, you read it.
The semis and championship don't count towards a team's record. And by the way, North Alabama's tallest starter is 6'9", so advantage Pirates there.
Thank you.
I think all right. I mean, we don't really play our bigs that much, so I mean, it's kind of even.
And when we do, it's not great.
Yeah.
Not great, Bob. I need Sear to take a massive step between now and February.
We need one of those games where we're just like, Sear!
Between now and 7 o'clock.
We need a Sear game.
Yep.
Jay Shane's the guy. Jay Shane or bust. Just start Jay Shane. Let's cut out all the malarkey here and play Jay Shane for 34 minutes and see what happens.
Cut out all the Kevin Malarkey.
You mean Mike Malarkey?
There is a Kevin Malarkey out there somewhere, right? I actually meant Mike Malarkey, the former Tennessee Titans head coach. Kevin Malarkey. The boy who came back from heaven. I knew a Malarkey. I knew a Kevin Malarkey.
There is a book, I guess, The Boy Who Came Back from Heaven. Alex's father, Kevin Malarkey, is credited as a co-author.
The Boy Who Came Back from Heaven.
I think they made a movie about that.
They made a movie? A film? A movie?
Yeah, what a picture.
Hey, did you hear? They made a movie.
What a film.
Hey, these guys are making a movie over here. Kevin Malarkey. We got 2 Kevin Malarkeys on LinkedIn. Sales manager at Mason Industries. Maybe he knows Patrick.
Yeah.
And then this guy, he's got nothing.
Nothing.
Kevin Malarkey. Shout out. Kevin Malarkey on Facebook. I'm going to message this guy and say, hey, do you know my buddy John? This guy went to Archbishop High School.
Tell him I'll give him a shout out.
Wait, is he throwing horns up?
Oh, gosh. No. That's like a surf's up, dude.
Oh, okay.
You got to know your signs.
Kevin Malarkey. Good guy. Good kid.
Good kid.
Comes from a good home. Let's take a break. When we return, we're going to wrap this baby on up and get out of here on a Wednesday. Back with you after these words.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
The holiday season is a special time of year, one that is meant to be spent with family, friends, and loved ones, offering a heart filled with gratitude, joy, and hope. Pitt County Schools is thankful for a community that inspires our students by providing growth opportunities and investing in our teachers and staff with continued support. The arrival of a new year also presents a fresh beginning. So if you're interested in creating a rewarding future by becoming engaged with an award-winning school system that is centered around educational and leadership advantages, we are hiring. Pitt County Schools encourages you to become a part of our team to help ensure success for the posterity of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org to learn how we grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and 1 community. Education, the key that unlocks doors of opportunity.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Pirate Radio.
Behind every captain is a crew. Sure, some of you are as ugly as a sea cucumber. Some of you are closer to being a chair or coat rack than a pirate. And some of you are just fish I've dressed up in a hat.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a mixed day for the stock market. The Dow was down 99 points at 44,148. The NASDAQ, however, jumped up 347 points, closed at 20,034, and the S&P was up 49 points at 6,084. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show.
All right, Bill Belichick is going to get paid. Brandon Marks says, per myself and Ralph Druso. Bill Belichick's contract with UNC is expected to be a 3-year, $30 million deal.
My goodness gracious.
Yikes. All right. We will talk to you, peeps, Thursday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Shirley, Sean, I hope y'all feel better.
Thank you.
I hope this tickle in the throat
Throttling.
is just a fun little tickle and nothing else to be worried about. Bone, thank you. Brett, shout out Brett.
Thank you, Brett. You're the man.
Big Dog, Glenn, Mark, Jenny, the whole shebang bang, Wes. Everybody here at Pirate Radio. We will talk to you Thursday, 3 o'clock. All new edition of Pirate Radio Live for the crew. I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate